I know I can be unkind, but you're not always understanding. I like to take my time, but time is what you're always chasing. I know I like to hide, but you're not always keen on seeking. You said you're up for the fight, but I would rather keep on pretending. I feel the divide between you and I, like the distance between the dark and light. But just as the dawn is both day and night, maybe I can make you mine, 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 make you mine. I know I can be unkind, but you're not always understanding. I like to take my time, but time is what you're always chasing. I know I like to hide, but you're not always keen on seeking. You said you're up for the fight, but I would rather keep on pretending. I feel the divide between you and I, like the distance between the dark and light. But just as the dawn is both day and night, maybe I can make you mine, 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 make you mine. I know I can be unkind, but you're not always understanding. I like to take my time, but time is what you're always chasing. I know I like to hide, but you're not always keen on seeking. You said you're up for the fight, but I would rather keep on pretending. I feel the divide between you and I, like the distance between the dark and light. But just as the dawn is both day and night, maybe I can make you mine, 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 make you mine. I know I can be unkind, but you're not always understanding. I like to take my time, but time is what you're always chasing. I know I like to hide, but you're not always keen on seeking. You said you're up for the fight, but I would rather keep on pretending. I feel the divide between you and I, like the distance between the dark and light. But just as the dawn is both day and night, maybe I can make you mine, 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 make you mine. I know I can be unkind, but you're not always understanding. I like to take my time, but time is what you're always chasing. I know I like to hide, but you're not always keen on seeking. You said you're up for the fight, but I would rather keep on pretending. I feel the divide between you and I, like the distance between the dark and light. But just as the dawn is both day and night, maybe I can make you mine, make you mine, make you mine. always understand, and I like to take my time. But time is what you're always chasing. I know I like to hide, but you're not always keen on seeking. You said you're up for the fight, but I would rather keep on pretending. I feel the divide between you and I, like the distance between the dark and light. But just as the dawn is.
Hello, 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 hello. We want to say welcome back, everyone, for another episode of Breaking Christian Silence. We're back. I know it's not our normal time. Usually we're on Sundays, but due to a lot of things that's just been going on as of now, we said let's kind of try and do it today, to hopefully help with, so we can actually have two during the month. As I said, we just haven't been able to, we weren't able to really find two Sundays to get it done. So we decided that we're going to do it today. And again, I know it's out of the ordinary. We don't usually do things on Tuesdays, but we're going to do it today. So again, we're happy for those that are joining. We know people are going to start to trickle in slowly but surely. So, we'll give some time for people to join. I want to thank God. But again, we're happy to be here today. As you can see, my name is Pastor Emmanuel Gerard, and
My name's Abigail Gerard.
can't hear,
Sorry. I don't know how enthusiastic do you want.
can't hear you.
Oh, they can't hear me?
Now I can hear
Can't they can't hear you?
you. Try again.
Because I was talking too low? Okay, sorry.
Try again.
Okay. Hi guys. My name's Abigail.
Yeah, she's not really enthusiastic,
I'm very tired, guys.
but we thank God that we're here. So
I like how you like skipped over.
we are happy to be here once again. Again, another day. We know that it's been
Who's
a while.
Pastor Emmanuel?
We know that's been a while, so I appreciate it, Ben. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Um,
It's not Emmanuel's birthday, it's mine.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
And why is he here? Oh Lord.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. Um, but we thank God that we're here once again. Another another day, another day. So before I pass it over and before Ganache starts his
Susie Susie's like, I have time today. Don't start with me.
before it seems like Ganache is ready to start and have fun. So before anything, I want to say take a moment. Like I said, I know we don't normally do Tuesdays, so I know not everybody may remember. So please take a moment, send the link out, share with a friend. And I always tell you guys, don't just send to, I know everybody's very competitive and everybody wants to win the prize. Um, And I mean, I'm happy to see people that, are very into it and really want the prize, but at the same time, we want to do our best to make sure that even those that are coming don't just come for like 5 seconds and then we never ever see them ever again.
Yeah,
So we definitely,
authorities people.
yeah, so like all the people that Athar invites and that stays for like 5 seconds and then disappears. So nah, I really want you guys, take a moment to share even with people that you have invited already. Even with people that you have invited already, definitely take a moment, send the link out, share it with a friend, with a colleague, with a coworker. Um, and
Study playlist.
do your best to
What does that even
get
mean?
the word out there. And then obviously, of course, share it with new folks as well. I'm not gonna say not to,
Bye,
you know.
Benjamin.
Definitely share with new people, people that, share with your friends, with your cousins, aunts, uncles, everything. But definitely take a moment before I'm gonna pass it over. But I definitely want encourage you to, take a moment before we start. Share with people that's been around that you've invited already. Like I tell people all the time, please take a moment. Especially for people like Susie that have invited people and they just comment. If they just comment, they don't subscribe, I cannot give you the credit. I'm
Well, they
sorry.
can't comment if they don't subscribe,
No,
babe.
so that
So.
only works in the live. So in the live, you're allowed to, on the live, you can't
Oh.
comment without being a subscriber.
But that's not fair then.
But
Because
on
if like the person comments after,
So yeah, so that's why afterwards it's harder. I mean, I still see who subscribes, which is great.
can you?
Yeah, I
You
still
can
see.
see people that subscribe to your channel?
Yeah, I could see.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I can see who. So that's why it's like when I see them add a comment, but they don't actually subscribe,
It
so
doesn't count.
it doesn't count. So like I think Susie had like 8 people comment on one video and they didn't
Post?
subscribe.
Post
Yeah,
after.
like
Okay.
post the video went live, and I'm like I can't count that. So definitely. Um, but nonetheless, reach out. Like I said, take a moment before we start diving into anything. Take a moment, reach out, friends, family, coworkers, aunts, uncles. As you guys know, in 6 days is my wife's birthday. My wife's birthday is in 6 days. She said for her birthday, she definitely wants to try and hit 400.
I never said
She
that.
definitely
That's
said that.
Emmanuel's
She definitely said that. She
goal.
said that she wants to try and reach 400.
Slow and steady wins the race.
So that's what she said. She wants to reach 400 by her birthday. We got 6 days to do that. That's 6 days. So that was what she said she wanted to do. So definitely take some time. And make her dreams come true. I mean, she also takes monetary gifts, but monetary
I
gifts,
don't need
she
any
doesn't really
monetary
want
gifts. I'm
monetary
okay.
gifts because she's a very expensive person. So it's
Tell
yeah,
me how you really feel on camera.
and this is not something nobody knows.
I'm not expensive. Oh, you want your water bottle today, so you don't even want to drink from mine. Okay. See how things are going now. Okay.
You know, we thank the Lord. Um,
I
thank
don't
the
want to
Lord.
start the battle of the sexes, so it's okay.
So, but nonetheless, on that note, I'm gonna pass it over. Pass it over. I'll let my wife do what she does best. But yeah. See, Naya says she broke, but she got a heart. Now all you gotta do, you don't have to pay money, but listen, take a moment. You can share with others. I'm not gonna lie, Naya must be like your biggest supporter on this whole YouTube.
Aw,
Like,
thank you, Naya.
she must be your biggest supporter.
I wonder, are we saying her name right?
Yeah,
Because I know
because she
she's
said
like
we have to
real,
say
like,
it
say
black.
black.
We have to say it black. So not Naya. You're saying Nia, and I think that was wrong. So we have to say Naya.
Naya.
Yeah,
Alright,
you
great.
know. So
She's waiting to comment. Okay. Hi everyone. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long. I know that I hope everybody's been participating in the Bible study. Um, I miss all of you guys. I'm so glad to see everyone in the live on a Tuesday. I don't have any words to express how thankful we are for everyone coming out tonight and just watching the live. I know that, have school, Amanda. Um, But just happy to see everyone here participating, commenting. I'm so glad to see everybody here just
Hi, Ganache.
having a good time with us. Ganache, I'm not even gonna acknowledge him really because he's just here to start trouble. He not here for nothing else but trouble. And I don't know what he has with Susie, but it needs to be solved.
No para committee. We're gonna do a committee for Ganache and Susie.
Yeah, like what's the issue, guys? And I don't think it's issue on Susie's part. It's really Ganache.
You never know. Maybe Susie did something that
Susie did not do
we don't
anything.
know about. You never know.
Okay. Anyway, so um just thankful for everyone that's coming tonight. I love to see it. Yeah, I think Susie just be in the corner chilling and he just found the most chill person and was like, yeah, I want to start beef with her. I don't know. I just found it to be weird. Thank you, Lily. So I'm just glad to see everybody here tonight. Glad to see everyone just participating in the chat. Um, while we are here, I just want to. I feel like it's a pretty young crowd, but I don't know. I wasn't here on Sunday, and I didn't comment on the live because I was really busy at work. But happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Um, and it is the beautiful month of May, so we're really excited for that. I'm more so excited because I always tell my husband I don't really want much for my birthday, but the only thing I really do want is to not be in America for my birthday. So, those plans are coming into fruition in a couple of days, so I'm really excited about that. Anyway, I hope everyone is having an amazing start of their week. I'm so excited to see everyone, and I hope um that you guys are sharing the live with your loved ones, sharing the life with your friends, sharing the life with your cousins, your sisters, your aunties, that homeless man at the corner of at the deli store that always bothers you when you go and you get your chopped cheese. I hope you just I hope you guys are just like celebrating it with everyone. But sharing it with everyone. I'm so glad to see everyone here tonight. I'm really shocked because I didn't think a lot of people were here on a Tuesday.
I'm sharing as we speak. If you see somebody say Emmanuel invited them, that's me.
Babe,
I'm
you
sh
don't
I'm
count.
sharing.
You're not gonna get a prize if you
Listen, it
win.
doesn't matter. I'm sharing.
Okay, anyway, so
I'm
Emmanuel is
sharing.
sharing now. But anyway, so I'm so glad to see
Everybody
it.
else, make sure you're sharing. I'm sharing right now. If I invite your mom, right? Will she comment saying that I invited?
She's not gonna comment.
So I
But
guess
I
she's
just
not
want to
gonna
shout
comment.
out my mom. Did you just send a text to Stefania?
I'm sharing. Let me
Okay.
be, man.
I just want to shout out to my mom because she made me the best food ever. Um,
So
if anybody knows me, knows that I love Lalo.
explain the story of how you got the food.
Okay, so I'll explain. Quick little story time. So I've been asking for Lalo for over a year. My mom has been giving me excuses as to why she doesn't want to get the
You know,
Lalo. I'm not.
Lalo is like a Creole thing, so you gotta explain.
Oh, it's like dried leaves with beef. That's basically what it is. Like, it sounds very nasty, but it's really good. Um, it's just vegetables basically with beef. Um, and so I love Lalo. So my mom was like, um, she's gonna make it for me. She's gonna make it for me, and I'm like, okay. And then the other day we were on the phone, and she was like, oh, she said she was gonna make it on Wednesday, but then she pushed it back to Friday, and I'm like, all right, what's going on? And then I was like, you know what? It's okay. Like, I'm just gonna get my sister-in-law to make it because you're taking too long. And then she was like, no, I'm gonna make it. And then she had to tell me, oh, she made food for somebody else. I'm not gonna say the person's name, but she made food for somebody else, and I'm like, okay, you made food for this person, but not for me? Like, what? How did you make food for somebody else and not for me? Like, I'm your daughter. And then, when I came back from work yesterday, I found lalo and white rice. And man, oh man, I didn't get to eat it this afternoon. But maybe when this live is over, I'm gonna warm that thing up and eat it again and again and again and again and again and again until I leave for my vacation. So yes, I'm really happy about that. But yeah. I just hope everybody. I'm so glad to see so many people here tonight. Um, yeah, but like now, my mom's talking about how she's gonna have that Lalo is my birthday gift. Like what? And then when I tell my sister all that, she's like, "Yeah, because it takes so long." Yeah, I know it takes so long. That's why I don't want to make it. I'd rather have somebody else make it because I don't got time for that. It literally takes 2 days to make that thing. Um, but it tastes so good. Like I don't even know what's better, Kalalo or Kalalu. I don't know. Anyway, so Emmanuel does not like Lalo, so I'm just eating this by myself because he doesn't like it. Um, I think Emmanuel's allergic to all things green. Anything that's green, he don't like.
That's not true.
You like legume
Yeah,
and money. You like money.
yeah. I don't love it as much as you, but I like it.
Ooh, okay,
I like salads.
okay. Yeah.
See, now he wants to try it. So you have to bring it. I heard that we're supposed to meet her soon.
Oh, really? She's coming to the temple?
That's what Ann said. I don't know if Ann
Does she
will
speaks
come.
English, like Creole though?
Ann will take care of that.
Does Anne know how to translate?
She's listening to you, by the way.
Okay. Kalalu is good, but I feel like Lalo
You have
is
to say what kalalu is in English.
Kalalu is okra with beef as well. Anyway, guys. So it's been so lovely to meet you. It's so lovely to be here tonight. I actually kind of do miss you guys, and I don't miss a lot of people. I was excited for today because I thought it was gonna be something else, but I'm just gonna let Emmanuel be Emmanuel and just whatever. I was a little disappointed, so that's why I'm like my attitude is a little dry because I'm just like I'm a little disappointed right now, but it's okay. We're here. We're gonna make the best of tonight. Because my husband is very much so a perfectionist.
I like to do things right.
I don't care.
Like she does. I do.
Like
I like to take my time.
with everything,
We
guys, if you understand what I mean. With everything.
they can't tell because you.
Okay, with everything, guys. With every single thing. Anything you could think of, he takes his time with. Everything.
It's not true. If I'm playing soccer, I don't take my time. Or
Okay.
if I have stuff to do for work, I don't take my time. Or if I'm running, I don't take my time. If I'm driving to go pick somebody up from the train that loves to call me every night, I can't take my time.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
So I've been working a lot
you're talking
recent.
about you want to comfort me, so
I've been working a lot recently, guys, and so like we haven't really been seeing each other that
hold up.
often.
I need to stop. Hold on. Ganache has 20 accounts? I refuse to believe
I
that.
don't think so.
I
There's
don't
no way that's possible.
understand.
How would he be able to have that? That
20
means he would have to have 20 emails.
He's like 5. I don't think he knows what an account is.
Anyway, so what was I saying? I've been working a lot recently, and me and Emmanuel have been missing each other because we just don't like we see each other, but it's not like how we are right now, right? So your girl's trying to pick up overtime because she's trying to get a bag for her birthday. Um,
Remember I told you expensive, right? I told you got expensive.
but I'm trying to do it on my own
And
dime. I'm not trying to do it on my
that
husband's
bag is
dime.
not like a bag that you find at like, Macy's or something. Just saying. Should put that.
There's nothing wrong with Macy's. I just want to put that out there as
I
well.
never said there's anything wrong with Macy's, but the bag that you're looking for, it's not from Macy's.
Anyway, so um, yeah, like I was supposed to do a little bit of overtime today again, but things happen. But anyway, so I have not. Oh, hi, Styles by Sandy.
You need a what's your name? What's your name so we can shout you out
I'm
properly?
assuming the Sandy.
I'm assuming
That
too, but
makes more sense.
I'd rather them be clear.
Can
Ganache
you?
invited me?
I don't know.
I don't trust
I feel
Ganache
like it's
anymore. I don't
sus
trust
every
him.
time.
I don't trust him.
So let me tell you guys this. Oh,
Sandy.
hi, Sandy. This is Flail's wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wow, Susie, you really outsending it to the family. Lord. Anyway, so what was I saying? Uh, so like we haven't really been seeing each other because I've been really working. Before I'm on vacation for like 2 weeks now. Um, and
Hi.
Emmanuel will be waking me
I'll,
up
I'll,
every night, you guys, at 2 o'clock in the morning. Ask me why? Ask me why? I don't know.
Won't ask you why because if you tell them to ask you and then you have to tell them what happens at 2 o'clock in the morning, then
He's
it's
been
gonna
waking
sound
me
weird,
up
right?
at 2 like, do
Tell
you
them,
not
okay,
know, sir, that I have to
okay,
wake up
so
at 5:30?
tell them what happens at 2 o'clock in the morning. All right then, no
So,
comment.
anyway,
You want to
guys,
start a conversation? No, don't start and stop. Tell them what
I
happens at two in
just
the
want to
morning.
let you guys know.
Tell them
Like,
what
I
happens at
thought
two in the
that
morning.
was so evil.
Tell them what
Why
happens
are
at
you
two in the
waking
morning.
me up at
I
2
didn't wake.
a.m. in
Okay,
the
first off, you're
morning? It's
lying. I didn't wake
great.
you up. I
Babe,
get
you
no. I got in the bed. Let's stop. Let's stop that because you're lying right now.
you know
I
how
get
you
no,
guys are
no, no, no,
tossing
no,
and
no, no,
turning,
no, no, no,
guys?
no, no,
And
no, no,
then the
no, no,
person
no,
like,
no,
oh,
no,
thinks
no,
like
no,
in between your
no,
toss
no,
and
no,
turn.
no. I gotta mute you. I gotta mute you. I gotta mute you because now you're talking too much. I gotta mute you. Nah, you're talking. I gotta mute you right now. I gotta mute you right now. No, okay, I unmuted you. But the point is, listen, I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you what happened because you're
Am
not.
I on mute still?
Nah, they can hear you, but you're not letting me tell the story.
There's some
You're not letting
people.
me tell the story.
Anyway, I
No,
just wanted to let
no.
that
Let me
story time
tell you
go.
guys
But
what
anyway, we
happened.
gotta go to the
No,
questions.
no. All right, I gotta mute her again. I had to mute her again because she's not letting me talk. I muted you. I had to mute you because. Okay, but I muted you.
For
Okay, but
watching. We
let
excited
me
to see
say my
everyone.
story. So this is what happened,
And
right? I sat down and I got in the bed.
now it's ganache is no. Babe,
Nah.
how can you even verify
So
these are real
I
people?
got on the bed and I said good night, babe. She answered, and I'm like, oh, so you're awake? I'm like, all right. 2 o'clock in the morning, she's awake. I say good night, babe, again to make sure, just to see. She responds. When she responds, I'm like, all right, it's time. It's time. Things happen at all hours of the night. Wajam Corner.
That's evil.
What do you
You don't
mean?
think
You
that's
are
evil?
awake already.
I'm tossing and turning. I'm like, in between dreams.
Listen, that's not my problem.
So, like, this is not the time for you to be like, Abigail, wake up, you know?
I think somebody asked
Anyway,
us a question at the last forum, being like, "How long are you willing to wait before things happen?" And I told them a week. They thought I was lying. I'm like, bro, what? Listen, I tell people all the time, man.
Rebecca C is disgusted. But anyway,
I don't care.
the
She
reason why I brought this up, guys, because our topic today is marriage. So I just thought that that was something interesting to talk about. Okay? Yeah, so your son is waking me up at 2 a.m. in the morning, like I don't have work the next day. In a couple of, not the next day, in 3 hours. Like, he doesn't feel sorry for me. He doesn't feel sorry for me. Amanda said she's leaving.
Amanda, you can't go anywhere.
So at this, I just wanted to talk about that because I just thought that was interesting. And yo, the fact that everyone is saying to Amanda goodbye is so funny to me.
Amanda, don't worry. We'll have we'll have that talk later on. That talk. We need to have that talk.
There's no, like, no, he when he woke me up at 2 a.m. he was just giving me a hug, guys. It's not like you guys are taking it too far. Um,
Right. Just a hug. Right.
Sebola
Right.
is here.
Just a
I
hug.
thought Sebola
You
had.
will look at me and tell me I woke up at you woke up at 2 in the morning just for a hug. Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so
Just for a
back
hug.
to
Don't tete. That's it.
did that tackle your manhood a little bit?
Just for a hug is crazy. Just for a hug. What? Just for a hug.
So said take Jalea. Oh,
Well, it seems like Amanda and
this
Julia have
okay.
Amanda
There's
and
another beef that's brewing.
Becky have beef. So it's not just Ganasha has beef. I'm glad to see it. Everybody got beef.
Anyway, so I just wanted to start that off because we're gonna be talking about marriage today. Because Emmanuel texted me and he asked me, "What do you want to talk about today?" And I told him that I feel like a lot of our, you know, followers, people that watch us every week, our fam. I'll just call you guys our family at this point.
We have to, guys. We need help. We
We
need
need a
we
name.
need a name for you guys.
But
You know how
anyways,
like
so
everybody has like something like some name. We need a name for you guys. So tell us, drop some ideas in the comments. We're not really sure what we're gonna call you, what kind of nation we're gonna call you guys. But if you have any ideas, we're still like we haven't come up with something that we like.
so Emmanuel texted me and asked me what is something that want to talk about today. My name is Mark. All right, Ganache, I believe you.
Takeover
Nation.
Nation.
It gotta
Okay.
be. I think G takeover nation.
Huh?
Gerard's takeover.
The Silencers?
The
Where
silencers?
is she getting these names?
Why the silencers? Why are we silent?
Uh, but go ahead.
Mark spelled his own. All right, Athara. All right. Since when you were a detective? Um. Anyway, so Emmanuel texted me and he asked me like, "What do you want to talk about?" Oh, breaking Christian silence, and then the silencers. But we're breaking
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm gonna
silence,
say.
so
Doesn't that
that
like go
doesn't. That's
against?
like not what we're going for. We don't want you guys to be silent. We want you guys to talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know about that, Becky. So we're gonna have to still brainstorm. We still brainstorming though. I love it though.
Yeah, keep dropping comment names. We like it. So far, we got Takeover Nation.
So
We're gonna
one
we're
of the
gonna
things
take
that I
that as
noticed is
one.
that a lot of our family right now, a lot of the people that are watching us, um, are young. Most of them are single, but I really wanted to talk about the topic of marriage because we do have a lot of questions about marriage. Because I feel like people that are single, they desire marriage so much, but they don't understand the work and the dedication that takes apart from marriage, takes within marriage. And I think that if we talk about how much work goes into a marriage, maybe it would have you thinking about the things that you have to prepare for prior to being married. So that is what I told Emmanuel. Project X, I need your name.
BCS fam.
Oh, BCS fan. Breaking Christian Science fan. Okay. I like that one. So
We're
yeah,
taking notes, by the way,
we're
because
taking
we're
notes.
definitely gonna take notes.
Emmanuel's gonna definitely look back on this
Yeah,
live
so keep dropping them. We
and then
definitely
he's
take
gonna send me
notes.
like a list on our notes
Moise,
and then share. Oh,
Moses.
Moses.
Hold up, is that Shirley's brother?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I
I'm
don't
not sure
know.
if that
Does that count?
yeah, if that I don't know if that counts.
Because
And it,
technically he's not even supposed
yes, yeah.
to.
And what
Like,
would be worse if that's like Shirley didn't even invite her own brother, somebody else did.
yeah, facts.
That's real crazy.
Wait, Shirley watches our live?
Yeah,
Should be in here?
Shirley actually told me she binge watched today, like all of our episodes
Oh
before
wow,
today.
that's kind of creepy, but okay.
How's
I
that
love it.
creepy? I actually appreciate
Oh,
that.
so Shirley said that's not her brother. Her brother.
BCS fam.
I love BCS fam too. But anyway, so that is the things that we're gonna talk about today.
Ganache, like I'm not sure if I should be trusting these
Yeah, I
accounts.
don't know. I'm another Moses. Okay.
No, we appreciate you though, Moses.
Okay.
Respect.
So we're just gonna get into the topic and Steph, thank you so much. Susie. Alright, Susie is on a roll tonight. She's like a thorough push to the side because I'm coming for that number one spot. Period. I love that for you, Susie. Um, Susie's working hard. Susie's going deep and wide within her contacts and just sharing it with everyone at this
No,
point.
but it's good because it's a nice competition because Susie said, listen, like Athar is the Boston Celtics and we about to fix that. Oh,
Oh,
Stefania,
wow. Stefania invited someone. Okay. All right. The people that you don't even expect me knowing people too. All right. So that is what I want to talk about today because I really want you guys to know the characteristics, the drive that you need to have when preparing for marriage. But I do have a question for my husband before we even start looking at the questions. Do you feel like you were prepared to be married when you proposed?
no,
Why not?
let's talk about that after.
No, babe. I really want to talk. I really want you to discuss
No, I
that.
know, but I want to pray first. Beaucoup
Oh,
prier.
okay. Sorry. Sorry,
You know, we,
guys.
we like to
We get
prier,
excited.
faut qu'on prie avant.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, we have to pray. I have to remember there's both English and Creole and
Yeah.
everything. All right. God, we thank you, we worship you, we honor you, we give you all the praise and the glory for who you are, what you've done, and what you continue to do. We thank you for giving us the opportunity to come before you once again to dive into your word. And we ask you, Lord God, to take control, take first place, do as you want, do as you will, do as you please, and let your name be forever praised. We thank you, we honor you, we glorify you. Have your way, Lord God. Inspire us and have you let your presence stay among us. In your holy son's precious name we pray. And
Hi, Paul. There's two Pauls. Oh, hi, Paul. That Athara invited, and hi, Paul. That Nia invited. Naya, sorry.
Ganasha's, look
Ganasha's scaring me. I don't know what's going on. But hi, my name is Tylee. Amanda invited me.
okay, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
Okay, Amanda.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
Why?
Cause Amanda, the person that Amanda invited, is clearly Amanda's age. You know.
And your point is,
Okay.
because Amanda's watching, unless you go tell Amanda to get off.
Someone understands what I'm saying, but okay. We'll just.
Wait, before we start, I just want to let everybody know before we start, I just gotta do this real quick, just to show you guys where we stand. This
Oh,
does
Susie's gonna leave.
this does not include today. I want to be
Okay.
very clear. This does not include today.
I told you I thought
This
somebody was
does
gonna come for
not
you
this does not
eventually.
include today. Okay, this does not include today. So I just want everybody to know this does not include today. I'm just letting you know where everybody stands before today. But after, we'll look at it after. I'll re-update everything to, again, and we're not going to see you guys again till the 25th anyway. So come the 25th, we will re-display everything. But I'm just letting you know this is where we stand right now.
Wait, Athara said she's rebuked that in the name of Jesus.
But she doesn't she doesn't want to lose.
Well, it
So
sounds like you
so
are.
as of right now, we just saying as of before this started, Susie was in the lead. Okay.
Mikey. Ignatia
Um,
invited her. Invited him.
welcome Moses. Welcome Moses. How many Moseses are here?
I think at this point it's 3.
All right, fine. So, but yeah, so I just want to let you guys know this is where you stand. So, like I said, Susie, remember you invited like 8 people on the last one. If you add them and they get them to subscribe, then your count automatically goes up to 13.
And plus the things that,
And plus
plus the
the
people
people
that she
that
invited
joined
tonight.
today. So, hi Jacques, good to see you. Who else are we
Hi,
missing?
Brian.
Brian, some Brian
All right,
commented last time saying that,
babe, answer my question.
So, Stefania, welcome.
Lisbeth.
Oh, Lisbeth.
Lisbeth.
Mbakone fumbale ngele son Creole muna haisyen,
The
fumbale
fact
Creole.
that I invited over 20 people and I'm at 3 makes me want to cry. Um, I'm sorry, Shirley. Your friends, I don't know, but we'll
It's
talk about
alright.
this outside of the live. I'll talk to you on Friday.
Alright. So, yeah, I'm sharing. One person apparently subscribed, but they've been trying to comment and they said they can't. But
Maybe they need to get out and then come back in.
they said Stefania invited them.
Okay.
So I'm waiting to see
Maybe
if they
they have to
comment.
like. Okay.
Alright. So, what was the
Yeah.
question
Answer.
again?
Do you feel like when the day that you November 25th?
Oh, I thought you forgot. I
What?
thought you forgot the day that we got engaged.
November 25th, when you got down on one knee, and I was like cracking your style, but we're not gonna talk about that because you're a little upset at me that day.
If you guys ever want to see the engagement, you want to show them the engagement video?
We did, babe.
There's a lot of new people here. No, we
Okay.
showed them the wedding video. We didn't show
We
them the
showed
engagement.
them an engagement video
When?
when we did the how we met video.
Saying that's not today. There's a lot of people here that don't know.
Anyway,
I'll ask. Sorry, guys. Never mind. Oh, somebody wants to
I
see it.
mean, we could show it to them again. I guess we could show it
Does
after.
anybody want to see the engagement video?
When we end the live tonight, we'll show it to them.
All right. So at the end, if you guys stay to
To
the
the
end,
end,
we'll
you'll
show
just
you
watch it.
the
Yeah.
engagement video at the end. That's fine.
Anyway, so November 25th, we're on Bended Knee, and you know, took me to the very nice restaurant. My, one of
River
my
Cafe.
one of my favorite restaurants that we haven't been to that day. But I think it's one of those things where it's like I
River
feel like
Cafe.
one thing I've noticed about us is that if we go to a restaurant way too much, we get like it's not as good as it used to.
Oh, not at all.
Like, not to do a, it's not even a flex anymore because like everybody goes there. But like we used to love Ruth Chris, and like now we not there anymore.
It's trash.
It's terrible.
Trash.
Um,
They changed their menu. No, they changed
but
their
if
recipe.
y'all really want to go to a nice restaurant, can we tell them our spot or no?
I don't know what you're about to tell them, so
The one that I took you for your birthday.
yeah, go ahead. Okay.
The Hawksmoor? Oh my god. That steak? Amazing, y'all. I mean,
Oh,
Stefania.
oh, about
Cedric.
Stefania Ponte la competition.
Yeah, she
Uh-huh.
okay. She entered the competition. She said she's ready. Athara! Athara, baby, let me tell you. You got people coming for you, baby. Uh-huh. You got people coming for you. Uh-huh. I'm looking at the camera, baby. Stop doing that. Avante, we're not taking you anywhere. Um, so yes, on November 25th, you took me to the one of the nicest restaurants in Brooklyn. Um, honestly, you can't go there as a single person. You have to go there as a couple. And then I was flexing on you that night, and I said,
Okay,
"You're
we're not gonna say that.
okay." I was making fun of you that night because I really thought that you could never surprise me because I would know because my brother would be here. So I was like, okay, that's nice that you think that you can surprise me, but you can't. And Lord behold him, Lord. Um, you know, we went to Serafini.
Serafina.
Yeah, the Serafina, and Kati asked me a question that day. She asked me like, "Okay, Abigail, after dinner, where exactly did you think you were going?" I don't know, but Emmanuel started to get nervous, and I've never seen Emmanuel nervous, honestly. He started talking a lot, and I was getting a little mad because, as you know, I'm a natural girly, and we was in the rain, and I just got my silk press, and I my silk presses was pressing, and I wasn't trying to get it, ruined. Anyway, so we walked into the Serafina, right? That's how you say it. And you got down on bended knee on a rooftop, well decorated, violins, cameras, hydrangeas, flower wall, my favorite color green,
Rooftop.
balloon, everything
Rooftop.
I said the rooftop, baby.
Okay. Nah, if you didn't say it, I just want to make sure they heard
It
it. It
was
was on a roof. It
beautiful.
was on a rooftop.
It was beautiful. Champagne on the side. Like my baby was whining and dining me. He was making sure that no other man can ever impress me. Um so then he gets down on bended knee. I mean, I was really shocked. I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you lied to me because you definitely like ladies, I don't know why people think that people don't talk about engagements before they get engaged. Like it's a surprise, but it's not a surprise. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all fellas, please do me one favor, man. There's two things in life that's never a surprise for your woman. A ring and a house. Don't ever let me find out you surprised with that. They're not
Well,
surprises.
everybody's relationship is different. Some
No,
people want to
no,
do that.
no, no. They're not surprised. No, 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 no,
That's your personal.
no,
That's your personal opinion.
no,
That's
no,
not it's not a fact.
no. It is a fact. Let me tell you why. You see a woman in their ring, I promise you. Let them say today you can get me whatever you want. Give them a year or two. A conjos.
Anyway, so all right. So anyway, what was I saying? I was really I don't want to say like Emmanuel asked me for my ring ideas, but I really wanted a custom made ring because I wanted it to be different. I didn't say to the Zale girls, no say to the K jewelers. I have nothing against those jewelers, but I really wanted a custom made ring. Like that was just my thing. So we went to a custom made ring. We went there like 3, 4 times because I was trying to be a little, like reserved, so to speak, ladies. Like, and like I wasn't like because I didn't know how much he had, so I wanted to be reserved about what I wanted. So like when Stanislaw was like, "No, make sure you say exactly what you want." So I did. Anyway, fast forward, he got the ring, but like in my mind, I'm like, all right. And then he kept telling me like, because of COVID, we got engaged November 25th, 2020. And he was like, because of COVID, you wouldn't be able to get engaged this year. And I said, okay, that's fine. I'm not listen. I wasn't pressing to get married anyway, so I was just like, it's okay, it's fine. So after that, we got engaged, and after that, the whole Serafina, it was beautiful, amazing. It was lovely. My mom was there. Emmanuel's sisters. I mean, Emmanuel's sisters. Selzo was there. Emmanuel's dad was there. My brother was there. Kati was there. Zariah was there. A bunch of our family, like close people, were there. Because also too, I didn't want a lot of people there. Because I really wanted it to be a us moment because I knew, as you guys seen before, I knew that our wedding was gonna be a spectacle. So I just wanted that moment to be for us. So I was really keen on that. But anyway, all this to say, when you were at the Serafina on that rooftop, baby, and you were on bended knee, what were you thinking? And do you think that you were ready at that very moment for this right now? Like everything that we've gone now looking back 5 years later.
I'll be honest. I don't think anybody's ever ready to get married. I don't think anyone is ever fully.
I'm very theatrical, Naya. Sorry. Go ahead, baby.
I promise you, ever since the beginning of this, I've been trying to complete one phrase. She never lets
Okay,
me.
okay, I'm sorry. Good. Good. Sorry.
I'm gonna give you a minute because you go look at the comments. You go start saying
No, no,
something
no, no. Not gonna say anything. I'm listening. I'm actively.
crazy, man. Um,
I don't understand. Okay.
Susie's helping us out. Respect, respect,
Yeah.
respect. Yeah, I feel like I don't feel anyone's ever truly ready to get married. I don't think that's the thing. I think, and considering that we're Christian, right? I think it's a matter of are you ready to live a God-led life with somebody else, right? Because ultimately, ma- marriage is marriage is a very interesting thing. Like I mean, it's a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. It requires a lot of work, a lot of hard work. Um, Marriage definitely requires patience, love. It requires a lot. And I think the question is just a matter of are you ready to live a God-led life with somebody else? And are you ready to bury all of the I, me, mine, about me thing and enter into us, we together? Because it's a hard transition. And I think one of the questions somebody asked that we're going to look at is very appropriate for this kind of thing, you know? Um, so I personally, to answer the question very simply, I'm going to say no. I don't think I was. I think that I was ready to embark on a journey with God and my wife. I didn't know where it was going to lead me. And when I tell you my journey, our journey started, we got married December 20th, 2021. Our journey started December 20th, 2021. From the moment that we left the venue, you guys saw that big, beautiful wedding. You saw the aerial view, which I think was amazing, right? You saw the little heart, everything that was going on there. So I think the venue was great. But if someone gonna ask me if I was ready, would I truly say yes? I won't say truly yes. I will say that it took me some time, but I'm happy with the outcome. I can say that, we've grown a lot, we've learned a lot, but would I say I was ready? Nah. I mean, Looking back on it, I'll say no. At the moment, I'd probably say yes. Like if I was there at the moment, I would say yes. I'd be like, of course I was ready. That's why I got on the knee and I asked and all that stuff. At the moment, if you asked me this before I got married, I would have said yes. But now looking at it back, going back now, am I going to say yes? No, I wasn't ready. And and personally, I don't think anybody is. If like you're really, if you're waiting for the right time, there's no right time. Like there is no such thing. Just wait. If God gives you the green light, that's all you need. Go for it, and God will do everything He has to do. But if God never gives you a green light, then just wait. I mean, marriage is, yeah. Like I said, I mean, 2 o'clock in the morning, man. It's crazy.
Anyway, let's get to the question.
2 o'clock in the morning, man. So let's start with some of these questions. As you guys see, number is on the screen. Feel free to send your questions. We'll be.
Especially if it has to do with tonight's topic, maybe
Where's this thing?
be okay with you skipping the line
All right.
that there's.
So, so question number one. How do you start from scratch in a marriage? Though you are married, how do you do a restart? What is each foundation step called? Start?
I feel like that's three questions.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start with the first piece. Like, how do you start from scratch? How do you restart in a marriage? Like, do you want to start with
I
that?
feel like those, yeah, the first are same, but the second, like the foundation.
Start
I'll start because I just asked you.
all means. So,
Then
bro,
find school, find the book. Okay. Um, that like that's.
who is anybody around Ganache? Like, I'm so confused, man. Nobody, like, no one's around him. The people are waiting for you.
Okay, so I'm just like
Wait,
I'm
actually,
just
before we
really
start, there's
confused.
so many
Like,
people that join we didn't get to say hi to.
yeah, okay,
Let's,
because
yeah, let's try and say hi to all these people that
no, you're going
joined.
back too far, baby.
I don't remember saying hi to Megan.
I okay.
Megan, nice to see you. Who we missing?
Cedric,
Cedric.
hi. Thank you, Stefania. Athar says she's not worried, but oh, Corinne, hey,
I
how are
haven't seen
you?
Corinne in like 5 years.
Max,
I don't know if she's still around.
put her like at Athar party.
Adasa.
I don't.
Adasa. What was je suis fort au capuchino?
Babe. Anyway,
Well, that's good. I think last week we had Caleb. This week we have Adasa. Praise the Lord.
Benja.
Benja.
I
Nice.
hope we're saying your name.
I hope so. If we miss anybody's name, just let us know,
Yeah,
please.
I'm really keen about pronunciation.
Kenya. Okay. Brian. Good to
I
see
feel like
you.
we are gonna skip over every person at Ganache because I just don't like where does he find these people?
Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Frankie. How you feeling? Frankie. Good to see you, man.
And his uncle. Okay, this is
James.
James, but I don't know who invited James.
Susie.
Oh, I know who he is. That's Susie's cousin from her dad's side.
Ah.
How about Mark, Jack, and Kiki? We don't even know if these people exist. Ganache, that's the problem. We're nervous.
Okay. I think Mika. Listen. All right. Go to the question now.
All
Look,
right. How did you start from scratch in your marriage? I feel like we're on constantly. Um, I look at. Okay, I'll just give you guys like how I look at marriage in a metaphor. I remember I said this in my vows. I look at marriage like a big painting, right? And add things to the painting to make it more fine or anything else of that nature. And I just kind of that's how I look at marriage. And honestly, um, starting from scratch in your marriage is kind of just like I feel like you're constantly I don't know. In our marriage, we're constantly reevaluating things that we can do better, right? I feel like quarterly, every time we go out on a dinner date, we're constantly questioning the things that we can do better for each other. How can we show up for each other way? And I think that's how you start from scratch in your marriage because a lot of the times it's like, all right, thought like I think that a lot of the times I didn't really have a great example of what a marriage looked like or the marriage that I wanted my marriage to be like. A lot of the times I had to start from like we had to just like, all right, I think this is how I'm supposed to be as a wife. And then I turn around and I realize, all right, this is not the ideal. And I have to restart from scratch and say, what exactly does Emmanuel want from me? What does he need from me? And how can I be of to him and how he can be. And I feel like the painting is constantly sometimes we have to throw out the entire painting and restart over again because I feel like that's the painting it doesn't identify who we are, it doesn't identify the legacy that we want to build, and we have just have to all over again, and we're just constantly questioning and having quarterly meetings ourselves like, okay, how can we be better financially, how can we better spiritually, how can we be better individually spiritually, how can we be better as a couple spiritually, how can we be better like in our careers, like what are our goals, how can I help you achieve this goal, like you know what I mean. A lot of the times those are the things that you have to ask yourself in the marriage, like how am I being a good servant. And a lot of the times people are scared to have certain conversations and questions with your husband or your wife because you honestly think that, okay, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. But at the end of the day, if you constantly are just hiding things under the rug and not really facing things head on, you're going to realize that you're building up something that is going to cause some type of friction within your marriage. So might as well just talk about it now and say, hey, I'm messing up in this area and we need to fix it. Like, you know what I mean? I think I saw um I don't know, I think I was watching a video the other day and they said like don't let your roommate issues affect your marriage. A lot of the times, like especially when you get married and you never lived with the person, like a lot of like, oh, who's doing this, chores and stuff like that start to affect your actual marriage. And those are important as well, but I think the cusp of your marriage is not cleaning up the dishes or washing the bathroom, stuff like that. Sometimes you just have to you gotta learn how to pick and choose your battles. So um so that's kind of how I think of starting from scratch is constantly reevaluating and like the way that like for example the way that I argue, the way that I come across and try to tell Emmanuel certain things, I realize that he's not receiving it well, and I have to change the way I speak to him so he can hear me, so it doesn't come across as I'm being combative. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I first got married, like I argued like I was in a court and I was ready to rip his head off because I wanted to make sure that you know he I don't know why, but I came across super combative, and I wanted to make sure that like I wanted to hurt him as much. Like if he hurt me, I wanted to hurt him as much as he hurt me. And I had to restructure myself and take that out of the picture. Like, hey, this is my partner. This is the person that I love. I can't go into this that way because it's not going to help my marriage. It's actually going to break my marriage and it's going to push him away. So those are kind of the things that I say, like, oh, how do you restart your marriage? Anyway, I feel like I talked a lot and they were just talking about ganache the whole time. I talked too loud.
Oh, that's what nice said. Just reading that.
Like she's naturally talking loud into the as the breaks.
No, there's something.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel like I guess I'll chime in. I think that when it comes to marriage, one of the biggest misconceptions that people have about marriage is that the way you are is good. That's not true. When you get married, you're marrying someone that had a completely different upbringing than you did, right? You're marrying someone that doesn't see the world the same way that you see the world. You see the world one way, the person that you're marrying sees it another way. You don't necessarily have to be the exact same person to be compatible, but you have to be malleable. You have to be two people that's willing to make things work, right? When you get married, there's a huge reset that you have to hit because you're no longer doing things just to do it, but you're doing things now to come together to make something work. What do I mean by that? I mean, for example, when you're married, it's a team. You guys become a team. You're a team working to reach a goal, right? Whatever that goal may be. You're a team. You're together. You should be a united front. And everything that you do should be based on bettering that front, making sure that you guys are okay, are healthy. So I think it's hard to restart. How do you restart? You have to understand number one, in my opinion, and this is something I tell Abby and I tell anybody that I talk to that I'm close to, I tell them the same thing. We are not, when you get married, you're not marrying someone that's perfect and you're not perfect, right? You're not marrying someone that's perfect and you are not, and the person that you're marrying, they're not marrying someone that's perfect. Both of you have your flaws, right? Both have their flaws. And when I say flaws, I'm not talking about flaws in the eyes of society. I'm talking about flaws in the eyes of your spouse, right? For example, something that, somebody else may like about Abby, I may not like. But at the end of the day, who is Abby living with? Yours truly. The same way somebody may like something about me, but Abby doesn't like it. Who am I living with? I'm living with Abby, right? So everything I gotta do for her, to please her, to make her happy. So when you're sitting, who are we living to? Oh, how you doing? How you doing, Fo? You good? Good to see you. It's been a while. It's been a long while. I haven't seen you in like what, months? Like 6, 7 months. Good to see you though, bro. Yeah, for the street naming thing. Good to see you, bro. It's good to see you. Um, but yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, one thing that we have to understand when you're getting married, that reset button, now it's a matter of you learned a lot growing up as a kid from your parents or from whoever raised you. Both of you did. Hopefully, you learned the ground principles, the ways that you guys do business, the way that you guys operate. Now, when you come together, it's a matter of what do we both know individually that we can put together to make a whole, right? How can we complete each other? How can what you know mesh with what I know so that we can come together and further advance what we have? So, for example, Abby grew up one way, I grew up one way. The way I grew up may not be the way she grew up. Not everything that I did, she did growing up. Not everything that she did growing up, I did. So now I listen to her, she listens to me, and we come together. Come together to make one whole, right? And that's why one of the things, and I remember this very well. I remember this so well. We were having an argument. We weren't getting married. We weren't married yet. We were engaged. No, we are about to be engaged. And I remember this argument. I remember this day like it was yesterday. We got into this bad argument, right? And like Abby just mentioned, she felt every time she got into an argument, and I realized that it was a pattern. It was like her way of arguing was, I just want to hurt you. So I remember after we finished arguing, and I sat down and I looked at her and I said, "Babe, I have a question for you." She was like, "What happened?" I said, "What is your goal in an argument? Like when you're arguing, what is your goal? What are you looking to do?" And she sat down for a minute, and I guess she was a bit taken aback at the question at the time, because she didn't really answer me right away. She stuck back. And then when I realized she didn't really have anything to say, I was just kind of like, no, the reason I'm asking is because we're going to be arguing in the future. But we have to learn how to argue in a way that's productive for us. I'm not saying I hate arguing. I just personally
I
don't
love it.
I don't
I love it.
like I don't like senseless back and forth. Like I don't like when it's just two people yelling and no one is hearing the other. I personally don't enjoy that. I think that that's pointless and it's a waste of time. Like if we're both going to talk, I'm assuming if we're in an argument, the point is you want me to hear you and I want you to hear me. If we're just going back and forth yelling and no one's really hearing the other person, it's just a matter of who can out yell the other. Those and I tell Abby this all the time. Finish it up when you're done. Let me know, and we'll get back to this when we can have calm conversation.
Sorry, guys.
That's
I was a
just
little frightened because somebody said that my mic is too loud, so I was like, all right, let me get it out. Go ahead, baby.
so that's just me personally. So I personally, and I sat down, so I asked her. I said, what is the point of an argument? If we're gonna argue, why are we gonna argue? Like, what's the goal that we're trying to get here? And then that's when she told me she was kind of like, oh yeah, I realized, she just felt like when she arguing, she sees black and she just wants to,
I see blood. That's what I said.
she sees blood and she just really wants to come for you. And I'm just like, okay. And then I asked her, I said, okay, now let's say you meet that goal. You hurt me to the point that I see or I feel what you wanted to feel.
Then what?
Now what? Like, now what? Now that you got that, I'm hurt now. Now what? Because now we can't move forward peacefully because I'm hurt. So I asked her, I'm like, okay, so you hurt. So I said, okay, let's put a scenario. You hurt me. Now what? Like, what happens now? Like, okay, you hurt me. You achieved your goal. You hurt me. I'm hurt. Like, I feel like I just got gut punched. I feel like, Thanos just knocked me out.
Okay, let's
Now,
relax.
now what happens? Like, okay, I'm hurt. Now what? And then that's when I kind of told her, I'm just like, I don't see the point. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes to marriage, it's a hard thing to do. It's a hard switch to flip. But I feel like there has to be a mental switch, number one, on your individual part to understand, okay, everything that I knew growing up, I have to understand that this is not the end all be all. I need to walk into this with an open mind. Because if you're going to be with someone, I'm going to assume you're going to be with someone that you believe is not an idiot, that you respect their intellect, you respect how they think, you respect their thought process, you respect what goes on in their mind. So if that's the way you feel, right, then you have to be willing to hear the person out all the time. Let me hear you out. And be like one thing I tell people all the time, one thing I love about my wife, she's very wise for her age, and I always say that, very, very wise for her age. So even if what she's saying, I'm not gonna lie, even if what she's saying at the moment that she's saying is pissing me off, but I always like to take a step and think about it, and I'll go and I'll understand and I'll think and I'll be like, okay, let me see what's going on. But I'm always gonna respect what she has to say because that is my wife, and I trust who she is. I trust that what she wants is for our. I feel like you can't marry someone if you're never going to trust their intentions. Trust that, and I tell people all the time, don't trust a person that won't ever hurt you, but trust that I'm not trying to hurt you. That's not my goal. So everything that comes out of my wife's mouth, I'm gonna be like, let me hear it out. She's not trying to hurt me. Let me hear it out. What do you have to say? You're not trying to hurt me. So let me hear this out. I feel like marriage, I think, to make a long story short, I think the best way to understand to restart, you got to break your ego. That's the best way I can say you got to restart. You have to break your ego. Like, ego has to go. As a man, as a woman, especially men, because we love our ego, we love our pride. Ego has to go. That is the only way to reset. I don't think there's any other way to restart. Ego has to go. Your character, everything has to go. It gotta go. Like if you don't let it go, you're never gonna restart. I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, you're never gonna restart. You can keep trying, but you're never gonna restart. You gotta check it out the door. How many comments did I miss?
Dr. Michelle made a really good point. She said making a list of expectations before marriage helps outline your thoughts, processes. We had to, we had we had to do that in premarital counseling and it was eye opening. That's interesting. That's actually a really good. We didn't do premarital counseling because
Yeah,
yeah.
we didn't.
Um, but that is a really good point. Like I think it's really good to create expectations. However, sometimes as especially when you get married very young, like I got married at 23, my expectations now versus my expectations when I was 23 is completely different. So I think you just also need to be, like Emmanuel says, don't have ego and be malleable. Be able to be like, Emmanuel and I took a class together, the pottery class that we took.
Hmm?
Never got our stuff. Lord. Yeah. But anyway, hi Jada. Nice to meet you. Um, and basically, okay. Basically, dang. So yeah, so in the class, one of the things that was the hardest was like holding it to be able to for it to make a shape, right? And like the 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 clay itself was very fragile, but you had to keep it at a center. And I kind of like view it very similar to marriage. It's like it's very fragile and you have to be focused on it. You have to have a goal for it and you have to know exactly what you want it to look like. You know what I mean? Emmanuel and I had two different goals of what we wanted our bowls to look like at the time. Both came out pretty nice. Emmanuel is really creative. Like he's really good with his hands. On his no pun intended. But yeah, like I was like, wow, okay. Like his was way better than mine. But
That's not true. That's definitely not true.
no, your like your
Nah,
your pottery came out really. I
oh,
feel
we
like
talking
we.
about pottery. My
Yeah,
bad.
babe.
That's
Come
my
on,
bad.
stop it.
I was gonna say your hands is not like
Anyway,
incredible.
so I just thought that that was like it you're just have to be able to be easily like you are the clay and you have to be easily molded. And that's the same thing with like your relationship with Christ cuz when you enter into Christ it's not how you're going to be in the long term. You're going to constantly mold and shape. So expectations change. I don't think that the expectations I have for Emmanuel now are the same when I said yes and we got married because I'm older and the things that I want and need and desire from him is completely different from what I like the things that I love, the things that all the things are completely different. So I agree with Dr. Michelle said, but uh yeah, I really loved her point. I really agree with what she said. I know. I agree as well. I agree with what Emmanuel said. It was really good. All right. So you want to go to the next part of that question? I don't know. Okay, that's it.
Hi Jada.
Oh, hi
Good job,
Jada.
Shirley. Good job,
Hi.
Shirley.
Good job, Shirley.
What's I miss? C'est Rachel. Aqui Rachel, você
Michelle.
conhecer. Como é Rachel? It's good to see you though. It's good to see you.
Uh,
All right.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
You wanna do
What
this over
is
here?
each foundation step called?
I don't even know how to answer that.
I don't know how to answer that. I think it's personal to each marriage. Like some people are still building on trust. Some people are still building on loyalty. Some still people are still building on communication skills. I think I don't like to brag, but like I think the one of the best parts about our marriage is that we're really good at communicating with each other. Like I can like I think that that's one of the things that uh Yes, I kind of figured that Susie invited you. So we count you. All right, Susie is trying to get her numbers up. Like she
Susie's not playing
probably texted him
games.
like, make sure that you said that Susie invited you. Now we put two and two together.
Susie's not playing any
Susie's not game
games. I
playing no
respect it.
games.
I
I love
respect
it.
it.
Um, but yeah, like ooh, okay, yeah, like I do think that, but I'm going to double her prize. All right, good. Um, I don't know what we're gonna
Double her
get her yet.
prize.
Yeah, like if we give her something, he's gonna give her something else.
Well, she has to win the prize first. That's
Hopefully
all
she
I'm
does
gonna
win.
say. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh,
Um,
next question.
no, there was something that you showed me that because this kind of goes along with. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh,
So
you fast.
next question. We just got an incoming question from. Okay, I won't say the name.
Anonymous. You know the person?
Of course, I know the person.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on marriage counseling?
I'll let you have that.
Me?
Hi, Erica.
Hey, Eric. That's thing, no?
I think that's Lovely's
That's
daughter, but
Lovely's
I'm
daughter,
not
right?
quite sure.
I think so.
Hi, Ashley.
I don't know. I'm not gonna
All
lie.
right. Athar is like,
Susie and Atari going for it right
I let
now.
him go.
Susie and Atari
Uh,
really going at it right
but I
now.
just have a deep feeling Susie's gonna win. I
Huh?
don't know why. I'm rooting for Athar. Like I don't want to be biased because Susie
Nah,
is my family, but like I don't know.
nah. I think no. I'm not gonna lie. They may get top two. I just don't know who's gonna get first place prize, who'll get second.
Yeah,
But
we will still give both of them a
yeah,
prize, no
both of
matter
them.
what.
Well, they have to finish the top two though.
Okay,
Like if
yes, that's
somebody
true.
comes out of nowhere,
Because Stefani was coming in.
that's what I'm saying. If somebody comes out of nowhere and just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
takes it,
I know.
so I don't know. But
Okay,
keep it up though. So
Athar will
Thor
win.
will win is crazy. Okay.
All right, I love the confidence.
I
All right.
mean, Ashley, you could win too if you invite people. That's what I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, like you
Okay.
say, Atara's gonna win. You could win too if you invite people. Like I think no, I just want to make this clear.
Susie got two in one household.
No,
That still
no, no,
counts.
no,
We'll
no, no,
count it
no.
as two.
I just want to make this clear because I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they were telling me, oh, I was invited by somebody, so I'm not allowed to invite other people. Everyone is everyone can play in the game. Like
It's free grab. Yeah.
this is not just like only for two, three people. Everyone here is free to invite people, and you can also win the prize. Okay? Because I just want to say
Yeah, I'm being biased too.
Athara won it last time. She did win it last time. She won it. She got $100 gift card. That was her prize last time.
I haven't given it to her yet, but that's because I
So
haven't seen her.
that, but everyone here is fair game. Like, like I said, the next cutoff is when we get to 500 subscribers. Once we get to 500, we're going to tally everyone up, and then we're going to give the prize to whoever is on top. So I just want everyone to know,
It's
everyone,
for up for free grabs,
yeah,
basically.
everyone and anyone, you can invite people, and as long as the person puts your name on it, it's
As
fair
long
game.
as they comment in the comment section, say, "Hey, my name is blah," and blah invited me. Hey, my name is Abigail, and Emmanuel invited me.
Yeah, because I feel like somebody definitely told me that today, and I was very sad. I'm like, I don't know why people think that. So
Yeah, like you.
everyone is
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
Everyone is free to do that. So
Okay.
yeah. So what are your thoughts on marriage counseling? So
I'm gonna let you go for that.
my opinion on marriage counseling, personally, I am not against it, but I think it's something you have to be very, very careful on. The reason I say you have to be very careful on it, if you do believe that your marriage is God ordained, you should not allow just anybody to get into that marriage. And I feel like this is one thing that somebody asked. I don't know if we're going to get into it today, but you have to understand that devil does not like union. The devil does not like marriages at all. He does not like marriages. That is not something he supports in any shape, way, or form. And any door that you give him to come in and enter and break your marriage, I promise you, he will run and take it with a quickness. He will not sit here and ask questions. He will run and he will jump on the opportunity and break your marriage if he can. And if that means that the marriage counselor that you choose, the devil's able to use that person to get into your marriage, I promise you he will. He will. So that said, I'm not against marriage counseling personally. I am just saying you must be very, very careful with who you allow to know your relationship business, who you allow to know about what's going on among you
That like
guys.
marriage is so
Who,
sacred.
yeah, you need to be able to to know who is it that you're willing to open up this door to.
Their
Because
values also have to align values.
yeah, because
They
I
might be giving you advice that
Yeah, because I feel like at the end of the day, you have to be very careful of who is it that you're opening up your door to? Who are you open? Are you opening up your door to someone that God said, okay, it's okay for you to trust a person? Which is why, for example, it's not just a marriage counselor that you have to watch out for. You also have to watch out for the person doing your wedding. Who's the one that's going to be doing your wedding? Who's the one that's going to pray over your rings? Who's the one that's going to pray over your alliance? Who's the one that's going to pray over your union? Who's the person that you're going to allow to do? All of that matters, spiritually speaking. It very much so matters. So, personally speaking, I'm not against marriage counseling, okay? But I am against the idea of just picking up a phone and saying, I'm just going to go to any old marriage counselor. That, in my opinion, is very, very dangerous and can break your marriage before it even starts. You should definitely take a moment. Obviously, you should decide this as a couple amongst yourselves if it's something that you want to do, because any sort of counseling, you're only going to reap the benefits if both people are open to it. If only one person is open to it, you're not going to get anywhere. So both people have to be open to it. So that's something that you have to confirm, or both you talking about it amongst yourselves. And then after you talk about it amongst yourselves, then from there you can decide, okay, we can do it, we cannot do it, etc., etc.
I just was curious. It said that we were almost up to. I was just curious.
See what you did, Jamaica?
Um, I agree. Um,
It's my case.
no, no, no. I'm just saying I do agree with everything that you said, babe. Like I don't. I think it could be it's a slippery slope, and like a lot of the times you also have to look at like, all right, how was their marriage, their relationship healthy? A lot of people are just not in a healthy relationship. Um, I think that that's like the big. How are they in a healthy marriage? Are they able to communicate? Because no marriage is perfect. Sorry, no marriage is perfect, but like I think that if their foundation is set and it's grounded and funded, and you can always like Emmanuel and I before we got married and now, but we prayed a lot about direction and you can pray and ask God and He will show you. All right, if you guys are having internal issues, and I also don't believe that you have to wait until you guys have internal issues and have counseling in your marriage. Like if you just feel like you need to talk to someone to just figure things out and it doesn't have to be any conflict, but I strongly believe in therapy. Like I think it's could be no. So as long as you like you can pray about it and ask God like, "Hey God, I really want to do this. Is it in your will? And if it's in your will, can you show me the direct person to go?" And I think that you can do that as well. So, yeah.
Okay. Um, let's
There
see.
was another question.
Uh, Next question that we have.
It was cute.
Um, this one's more for you. Hmm? Why not?
Okay.
All right, I'll leave it. Let's do this question. So, how would you say the devil attacks marriage in your everyday life? How do you both pray together on those things? What can do you both do to try to prevent having those open doors? Okay, so I'll start. So how would you say the devil attacks your marriage and everyday life? Again, I just to reiterate, like I said earlier, I am a strong believer that marriage, like I said, you have to understand at the moment that you say I do, at the moment that you declare that you want to be in a relationship or in a union with someone, you have to understand you immediately made an enemy out of the devil. The devil doesn't like marriage. He doesn't like unions. He doesn't like unity. And if you go even into the Bible, when you're looking at the story of Adam and Eve, you can see that. You can see it very clearly. He made it clear. The devil made it clear he didn't like what he saw, and he did everything in his power to fight against it, to make sure that it just didn't happen. Right? So, with that said, I think it's important for us to understand that if the devil doesn't like marriage, he's going to try to attack you every single day, every day. And he's going to try to attack you in ways to force you to separate, right? Um, so what does that mean? I think that number one, if you want to have a Christian marriage, if you want to have a Christian relationship, you have to be willing to be a man or a woman of prayer. Okay? You can't expect to get into a marriage and not be a man or a woman of prayer. You need to be someone that does your best to always stay in God. Stay grounded in prayer, stay grounded in God, because ultimately that's the only thing that you're going to have when it comes to fighting against the enemy. Okay? The enemy is going to try you in every shape, way, or form. Everything, every possible way that he can, he's going to. He's going to try. He's going to do everything he can to attack you. You have to be understanding that if you want your marriage to succeed, you must be a woman and a man of prayer. There is no way around it. There is no way around it. Okay? If you don't do that, you are opening the doors to the enemy. Now, remember something, the devil, and this is goes back to what we said before about understanding the point of an argument. Arguments create division, arguments create rifts, arguments create breakings, arguments create all these kind of things, discord. Those are the things that the devil likes. If you don't know how to argue well, if you don't know how to argue in a productive manner, then I warn you, God, the devil will use that against you. He will use that against you. Okay? You just plug it on the side. The devil will use that against you. He will do everything he can in his power to use that to hurt you, to hurt you. I don't think you have to plug it on the side. Just plug it on the side.
Look it on this.
So you have to make sure that you're willing to understand. Huh?
All right, go ahead, baby.
You have to be willing to make sure that you understand that when it comes to God, when it comes to a marriage life, it has to be a life of prayer. It has to be. You have to be willing to pray consistently, morning, afternoon, and night. You have to be willing to, there has to be days where you don't choose the flesh. You got to tell the flesh, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to wait a little bit.
Getting up at
There's
2
going to
a.m.
have to, there's going to have to be times where you say to yourself, none of this, none of that, in order to make sure that you protect your marriage. Okay? One thing that Abby and I do that I know it, people laughed at us and said, there was a lot of commentary about it when we first started, but we were very to ourselves. We didn't share business. We never put anything outside, just for the fact that I'm gonna be very honest, and I'm gonna say this in the nicest of ways. You really don't know who's rooting for your marriage to succeed.
And we
You
still
know?
are very, not
Yeah.
to cut you off, baby, but we're still very private
No, we're
about
definitely.
our lives.
No.
Like, I mean, we're open with you guys and selectively open, because we know that this is a public platform, but I'm very like we're very private. A lot of people think that, like, I got married, Abigail's changed, like she's not around as much. I choose to protect my marriage, and I understand that how the enemy can work. So I don't even invite a lot of people to my house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm such a protector of my husband and my marriage, and I want my and I enjoy the peace that I have, and I understand the sanctuary that we have in this household. So I don't play about them demons. I don't play about the the enemy, and I gotta be very careful and watchful of anyone and everyone. So like, you don't really have a lot of friends, and if we do have friends, like I was telling somebody the other day, like I don't really ask anybody for like, and I'm not telling anybody not to be like that, but for us personally, I don't really ask anybody for advice about something that we're going through. Like I don't really ask for anybody for advice. The only thing that I personally did, like when we first started dating, is that I would go to Emmanuel's house and observe his relationship with his sisters, observe his relationship with his mom, his dad. Like I observed those things so I could understand the type of man that I was getting myself into. Like, and I would have conversations with Law only off of the strength that I just wanted to get him to know him better, so I understood how can I be his the best partner to him. But like I don't like I don't play those demons. I don't play with those demons. Like I don't allow anybody to come in my house. I don't allow like a lot of people felt away when we got married because like some people still don't know where we live, but I don't I don't I don't hang around certain people, and I love them. I love them from a distance, but when it comes to my husband, when it comes to my this unit that we have, I don't play those games. Like you know what I mean? Because like I said, like Emmanuel said, the that your marriage is so fragile, and people can come in and try to deteriorate something because of jealousy and their own personal interests. So you got to just be very careful about that. Like people think that I act funny, people think that I act weird. Like I just I choose to protect my marriage. And one thing I could say is that when I enter into this house, like I we have peace. Like there's no discord. Like even when people come to our house, they love our house so much they don't even want to go because as a wife, I wanted to curate that space for my husband where he comes home and he's happy and he's not like sad about coming home and depressed. Like you know what I mean? Like some men don't want to go shade, but they don't. And I was very I stressed that a lot. Like I think protecting your marriage and like not everybody's your friend, even your family members, they may not be your best supporters. You got to be very, very careful of those things. And I, I don't play about that. Like this man, I don't play about him. Like my mom would say, like say something. Even my mother, she would say something about Emmanuel. Abigail is going to cut your head off. Like, so that's like one of the things that I say like don't play about my husband, and I think that's like the biggest thing that could cause a lot of open. I'm sorry baby for cutting you off.
No, I mean, I think the only thing I wanted to just emphasize, I think when you get married, you have to keep that in mind. You really don't know who's rooting for you. And I know that sounds dark, and I know that it sounds scary, but I have to be honest. You don't know who's rooting for you. You really don't know who's rooting for you. The people that were your friends pre-marriage, don't be surprised if you lose them post-marriage. Okay? You'd be really surprised what the jealousy that a good marriage can bring out in people. You'd be very surprised. The people that you thought were with you, supporting you, your best friends, your day ones, your ride or dies, and I promise you, don't I mean, I know this sounds very like cinematic. But you know how, like in a lot of movies, you see it's always like the best friend that ends up stealing the other their wives or their husband. It's always their best friend. I know that's very movie-like, but it's not that far from the truth. It's not that far from the truth
That
because
narrative had to come from somewhere.
because the problem is a lot of times, and that's why me personally, I'm not gonna tell people what to do. Me personally, I would always tell somebody, even if you have a best friend that is of your same sex, like for example, if you are a woman, you have another woman best friend. I personally would never suggest that you always leave that woman around with your man. That's just me. I would never be comfortable 100% okay. I'm telling you, you really don't know. When I tell you you don't know, you do not know. Guys, I promise you, you don't know who's rooting for you. And I mean that in the nicest of ways. You really don't know who's rooting for you. The person that you call your best friend, don't be like, oh, that's my best friend. I could leave them around my man, or that's my best friend. I could leave them around my girl. Don't, I'm telling you, personally, I would never recommend that. Personally. I'm not gonna tell you not to do it because I'm not your boss. But me personally, I will tell you honestly, you don't know who's supporting you. You don't know who's waiting to just pick up the pieces. You don't know who's waiting for you guys to get into one argument and then they just come along and be like, oh, you see that person doesn't even like you like that. Or they're starting to be like, oh, I would never do that to you. And they know what they're doing when they say that. Oh, I'll never do that to you. Oh, the person, man, I can't believe why they've treated you like that. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They know how to say it, and the next thing you know, it's over. So when it comes to the devil in marriage, I want you to be very clear. You have two choices: your marriage or everything else. And sometimes choosing your marriage means you go against everyone. It
Yup.
means it can mean you go against your own parents. It can mean you go against your siblings. It can mean you go against your whoever was closest to you. And I say that in the most respectful way possible. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be harsh, but I'm being very, very honest. When it comes to your marriage, and this is one of the things why I tell people marriage is not for children. You have to be a grown, mature adult to understand that marriage comes first.
You're gonna cut a lot of losses.
Yeah, like you're gonna lose friends. I'm not
You're
gonna
gonna
lie to
cut
you.
a
You're
lot
gonna
of,
lose
and they gonna
friends.
it's gonna hurt.
You're gonna lose people. People that you thought that were with you and they're not actually with you. Okay? That's I'm telling you, you're gonna think that oh this person was with me and then you're gonna find out they're not with you. Guys, I'm telling you this and I'm telling you this in the most I'm trying to be very honest with you. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriage, you cannot know who to trust unless God tells you trust XYZ. If God doesn't tell you to trust this person, that person, do yourself a big favor. Don't trust them. Don't trust them in your house. Don't trust them around you all the time. No. Because I'm telling you, you see what happened in the Bible? The Bible says it, and it's been there since the Bible. Forbidden fruit always tastes the best. And I don't know why. Forbidden fruit always looks better than everything else. All you don't realize that there's that one guy. I don't know if you guys ever seen that happen in your school. There's that one guy or girl that nobody likes. No one likes them. And then all of a sudden, they get into a relationship with somebody. And now all of a sudden, all eyes are on them. People start to be like, oh, that person starts to look, oh, that person look good now. What changed? Nothing changed. But forbidden fruit, for some odd reason, always tends to taste better. And that's the problem that we have. So I'm personally going to tell you myself, when it comes to the devil, and this is why I say you have to be a prayer warrior in your marriage. Especially you women out there. I'm gonna be very honest. And the reason I'm gonna say especially women is because of two things. Number one, women in my opinion are better prayer warriors than men. That's just my opinion. And I'm gonna say that as a man. Women are better prayer warriors than men. Okay? I'm sorry if you're a man listening to me and that hurts you. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. I'm actually don't apologize. I'm being very blunt. Women, in my opinion, are better prayer warriors than men in general, right? Women are also not the head. And like my wife loves to say, she's the neck. The neck is what allows the head to even turn. The neck is what allows the head to know what direction to look. As a woman, the reason I say that, especially you as a prayer warrior, is because at the end of the day, as the head, it's very hard to stay in prayer the way you should or the way a woman can. You as a woman, I promise you, if you as a man have a prayerful woman, your marriage has a great six chance of succeeding. I personally feel like if the woman is a prayer, like I personally feel like if the woman's a bigger prayer warrior, or if you take two houses where the woman's a prayer warrior versus where the man's a prayer warrior, I'm going to lean more towards the house that has the woman as a prayer warrior that has a better chance of getting through. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. But I think that, and this is why I feel like when you're want to make that next step to get married, as a woman, I'm telling you, you women out there, if you guys aren't people that are prayer warriors, then do yourself a favor. You should not even be looking at getting married. I'm being very honest. Woman, you have to be. Like I tell people all the time. My wife said it last time, right? Before we got married, she spent a year praying on her sock. She was on the floor praying for a year before we got married. And I'm gonna be very honest, I was on my bed. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I was on my bed. You know, at the end of the day, I feel like as a woman, there is something about a woman's prayers is just different. It hits different. Everything is different about it. And the woman, like I said, the man, you being the head, you have a lot of responsibilities. It's going to be hard for you to stay in prayer as much as you can, as much as you want. It's like, for example, there's no way a CEO can be as boots on the ground as a foot soldier. That's impossible because they have a lot to handle. The same way, when you're praying, you need a prayer warrior. You need that prayer warrior that's going to be like I love it when my wife comes to me and be like, I had this dream, and it gives me a direction on where I should pray. Or when she comes to me and be like, I just had this feeling we have to pray on this. I have this feeling we have to pray on that. I enjoy that because at the end of the day, it's both of us on the lookout. We're both looking out. So the devil is on your case when you're married. You need to be prayer warriors, especially if you are a Christian. You want to maintain a Christian relationship, a Christian marriage. You need to be prayer warriors. The devil is sneaky, okay? You need to be prayer warriors. You need that revelation where the God comes down and tells you, listen, that person, don't leave them around your spouse. You need that. You need that because you're human, right? You're gonna be like, oh, I'm cool with this person. They'll never do that. Don't lie. When you're cool with somebody, you're gonna stick up for them. You're gonna be like, they would never do that to me. And God looking at you like, yes, they will. They're gonna take them from you. They're gonna start taking them from you. You have that best friend girl that was always around that guy. She was always covered up. Now all of a sudden, once you guys start getting cool, all of a sudden the skirts get shorter. The V in the blouse starts to get a little bit deeper, right? The shoes start going from flats to heels. The walk start looking different. Everything starts to change just because that's what they want. So me personally, if you honestly, the devil attacks you every single day in your life. It's up to you to decide that you have to be a prayer warrior to make sure that certain things don't happen in your marriage. If you're not a prayer warrior, marriage is not for you. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. Marriage is not for you. It's just not gonna work. I promise. Yeah, you can scroll up.
I 100% before I scroll up, I 100% agree with what you're saying, and I think that something that Jamaica just said, I would like to highlight on. I mean, she said it in Creole, but she thorough, like shockingly well, and see people, but you don't know them, and I think that's like the biggest thing, because you really know, you don't know the heart of man. Only God can know the heart of man, and you don't know anyone's intention when they want to be your friend or they're cool. Like, in a lot of people, like I remember one time where we got married, um, prayed together and we and asked God to tell us who were the people that we should be near of and who these people that we should stay away from. And literally within days, God was showing us like these are the people that I don't want you to be around. Um, and I think that those are the things that you have to like really. really keep your eye out for, because you may think that it's, you don't even want to, like, marriage is so delicate, you don't even want to crack window. Like, you want everything to be shut. So I 100% agree with what you said, baby. Um, it's just,
It's a lot of people.
yeah. Okay.
We have 401.
Yeah, we're at 401. Congratulations,
That's not me.
my
I
Shayla.
just wanna say, Shirley, remember what happened when we get to 500. That's all I'm gonna say. Know what you owe me. Anyway, keep going.
What happened? What
Don't
did
worry
she
about it.
say?
Don't worry about it. That's between me
Tell
and her.
me.
No, I can't put on live. I can't.
Okay, okay. Can you tell me after?
No. Keep going.
Um, the thief. I said the thief. The thief does not come except to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. John 10 verses 10. Yes, Dr. Michelle pointed it out, and Naya um like basically posted the verse. I agree with that. Exactly what we were saying. The enemy comes in different forms and shapes, man. When that enemy gonna come?
Be careful, guys. I'm telling you,
Careful.
marriage, like, I understand marriage is not, it's not for the weak. Like, I understand a lot of us, we want to get into relationships. And the one thing that I'll always personally be a believer of, God only created one Eve from one Adam. I'm sorry. Like, I'm never gonna stop believing that. Anyway, keep going.
Uh, uh, Emmanuel's cheesing hearing that, but he's too nonchalant about the fact that I said I don't play about my man.
Listen, I'm just that guy. Like, you have to understand, I'm that guy.
Oh
Like, it's
Lord.
not, I don't know what I did to get to be this guy, but I'm just, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Done?
I'm just, listen, I sometimes I have to sit and think about it. I'm just like, wow, it's crazy. Mm.
Anyway,
Ah,
all right. We already spoke about what Jamaica said. Christina. Hi, Christina. Thank you, Naya. Uh, Gael. Thank you, Susie. Shirley. Yeah, we get it, girl. Uh, okay. Ecclesiastes
it's
verses
good. It's
11. Did
good.
I miss one?
It's good.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi, Steven. I'm worried about your name, the Pimp of Six Paths, but we're gonna pray for you.
What?
The Pimp of Six Paths. Six
No,
Paths.
he's a Naruto fan.
Oh, okay,
You
okay.
could tell. He think he the sage of six paths.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
He think he got
Ah,
sage
that went
jutsu.
right over my head. The
Sad though.
Pimp of oh no, sorry. Do you know Terence? Okay, I'm not gonna say your last name. But hi. Thank you, Stefania.
Stefania fell sumote. Gotcha. I don't understand.
I'm really bad at this.
But then you still do it. Just like some be confused lah.
That's why I should have had my phone.
Kayla and Miracle. Okay. Oh, we have a Miracle. Gotcha. Messy saying.
There, I like that name. That name is so
Irvi
pretty.
Sage reference. Oh, Naya also watched Naruto. Respect. Respect. Oh, obviously Brian watched Naruto.
He's so happy that he has Abby. That's crazy. Uh,
Listen.
okay. Hi, Kayla.
What did Naya get a point? He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, he has
Oh
put
yeah, yeah.
eternity in their hearts, except that no one can find out the work that God does from beginning to end. Naya dropping verses. Naya said
She
she
read
wants
her.
to be a special guest on the show.
That means she reads her Bible.
Naya said,
Christina said she loves Naruto.
no, because that person, once I saw Pimp of Six Paths, I'm like, that's definitely a Naruto thing. I'm pretty sure that has to be
Oh, okay.
Naruto.
Because I was about to say we about to pray for you.
No, because there's a Sage of Six Paths, and then there's Naruto and Sasuke, and each one had their own
Okay,
power.
babe.
I love Sasuke though.
You're
Sasuke's a
I'm
goat.
going to sleep.
Sasuke's a goat.
You're
But
boring me.
I'm boring you.
With the
Right.
Naruto?
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Remember you said that. I'm boring you. So I think that's that for this one.
We got like 15 minutes and then
We
let
have
everybody
15
go.
minutes. We know that, there's some kids here that have to go to
We,
sleep. Oh, Jimika loves Sasuke too. All the little girls love Sasuke.
I have a lot of guy friends at work that really love Naruto. They just went to like this whole anime thing a couple of months ago.
Sasuke. I love Sasuke.
Hi, Alexander. Thank you, Athara, again. Guys, trying to be nonchalant on the wedding day. He
Remember,
definitely was trying to be nonchalant on the wedding day. It was actually kind of annoying. Like I wanted him to cry so bad, but he
Rebecca
didn't
has to
cry.
go study? Give me luck.
Gotta study.
No, she
Interesting.
not. She gonna have the whole thing in the background the whole time.
Yeah,
The
facts.
textbook open.
Facts will go. Girl, we only got 14 minutes
We
left.
got
You could
14
say,
minutes left, guys, and then don't forget we have to play that video at the end for you that you
oh
guys
yeah,
all
that's
asked
true.
for. Um, those one I wanted. This one.
Oh yeah.
So the question that we're
I
gonna
can't be completely honest because it's gonna burn some people again.
the next question. Have you guys ever gotten burned from picking each other instead of picking others?
Go with that, baby.
You start. I really feel like you're about to choose violence.
I'm not gonna choose violence. I'm gonna behave. I've been behaving all day. You see, I've been letting you take the lead, baby.
That's not true. You cut me off at least 25,000
Okay,
times.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
say that.
Okay. Can I say?
The
Uh,
question is, have you guys
can you
ever
highlight it so I can
gotten
see it?
burned? Have you guys ever gotten burned from picking each other instead of picking others?
Man, I gotten burned so many times. At this point, y'all just gonna see all my scars. Um, I've gotten burned so many times. Like so many people feel away. So many people hate me. So many people call me malade. So many. It's crazy the amount of times that I chose Emmanuel. Like I think Emmanuel, I deserve the world for the amount of times I chose him over people. Right? Saudi Arabia on you. Qatar first class on you. Like come back. That makes me look so aggressive the way I just put you. I'm not that aggressive, guys. Why did you get so silent when I said that?
I already see where this was going.
I'm not aggressive.
I already see where this is going.
But yeah, like the amount of people that I've like that hate me, can't stand my guts because like I'm 100% my man, my man, my man. Like 100% my man, my man, my man. So with that being said, the amount of people that cannot stand me, the amount of people that hate when I ask questions, the amount of people that hate when I say certain things, they think that I'm being brainwashed. They think that there's something wrong with me. They think that Emmanuel's talking in my head. That's why I feel the way I do. I could write an entire book on just that alone. But one thing I will say is that's my man and I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him 100% of the time. So with that being said, the amount of people that don't like me, that they can't stand my guts, is because one thing about it, two things for sure, you're not about to play in his face, and you're not about to disrespect the God that's in him. That's just off the like first off. So with that being said, it's always going to be my man, my man, my man. So of course I'm gonna get burned. I'm gonna get burned every single time because I clearly am choosing him over anybody, right? Like I'm gonna choose him over babe. The water bottle is not doing you good. Put that down and just drink mine.
Nah, bro. Cause I
You
don't.
see the little thing because it's green. Wow, what's up? Look.
That's cool. Anyway, keep going. The people are listening.
No, like I'm 100% like I'm gonna get burned every time. People are not gonna like me every time. They're gonna think that like I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, baby. I will come. I like I respect my elders. I really do. But good moon or not good moon, like I will respectfully come for you because of my husband. Like I do not want you to disrespect my husband because you feel like you can. Like it doesn't work that way. So yeah, I'm gonna get burned. A lot of people are gonna be the catalyst. A lot of people are gonna be. It's just terrible, and that's kind of why I stay to myself, and I stick to myself, and I'm very, very quiet sometimes, very demure, you know, because I know that you know it's okay. I understand that people are just not gonna like me. I understand that because being a pastor's wife like comes with so much. Um, unfortunately, it comes with so much. Like I think that a lot of the times, like people just try. People just try to like because I'm very nice and like I've learned in the beginning because I was never comfortable with Emmanuel talking to females, but I understood that, and it's not because of an insecure thing. It's more so because I don't know the intentions of these women, but I had to allow him. But I would very much so be in your face, be like, but Emmanuel just has to reel me back in and be like, babe, it's okay. Hey, I'm looking, baby.
Up here.
I'm looking at the camera. Okay. But yeah. Um. But yeah. Like I'm 100. I don't. Yeah. I'm like yeah. Yeah. I will very much so come for you. Like respectfully. I will hold your hand when I say this, and I'll be like, baby, I love you. I will say something to you. Just think that it's okay to just you know especially when I feel like you're disrespecting the God that's in him. Like that for me, we're gonna pack up our bags, we're gonna go. So yeah. When it comes to when it comes to being burned, I think that the scars have shown. Like it's terrible how how burned I am. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, baby. Don't hold the hand, release it. You gotta be soft with it. You can't just be too much.
I don't really know what y'all expecting to say to that. Like, like, what you guys want me to say to that? There's nothing for me to say. There's nothing for me to say. You know what I'm saying?
You're so annoying. Always trying to act like you so
There's nothing
cool
for me to
for
say.
school.
Always like to look at her.
I'm
Annoying.
looking at here. I'm looking at here
Guys, remind me. We gotta find a way to get Abby to
to look at the
stay
camera.
centered. But nonetheless, I, you know, I don't.
Babe, just say something. Do you feel like okay? Just answer the question. Do you feel like you've been burned
Oh yeah,
for
I've been
choosing?
burned for sure. Like yeah, I mean, I think if you're not ready to get burned, then just don't get married. Like, bro, you're gonna get burned. I mean, there's no way to not.
I'm listening to you, baby. Uh, uh case.
Comments.
All right, right here. Go ahead.
I can't see the new one.
Yeah, but we need to go back to that one.
But
Baby, go ahead. I want you to answer the
go
question.
ahead, go ahead. Cause I could keep up.
Okay. They can only dream to have your relationship like yours. All right, let's relax. We're not relationship. Um. Hi, Deborah. All right. I don't see any new people. I just want to make in their grumbling power. That sounds so weird. All right. Okay. Nobody's new. Sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't have much I could say to that. I feel like what I could have said, I said.
So you do feel like you've been.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to get burned regardless. I mean, if you don't like being burned, then don't get married. Like, you're gonna get burned regardless. Um, you have to choose, and that's why I said you have to choose your relationship every day. You have to choose your relationship every day because if you don't, it's gonna fail. Like you have to be brave to choose your relationship every day. And I'm gonna be very honest, okay? One thing I've learned in the 3 years I've been married, if you don't choose your relationship, no one else will, okay? One thing I've learned, for some reason, people always want you to do things their way, and I never understand that for the life of me. Um, People don't respect marriage, in my opinion. I'm gonna be very honest. I don't think people respect marriage. I don't think people respect what it means to be a married couple. Um,
They don't respect the man in the marriage.
yeah, I don't feel like people really respect marriage. I'm gonna be very honest. And when I say respect marriage, I'm not talking about the couple themselves. I'm saying I don't feel like people on the outside respect the married couple. I don't feel like people really do respect the married couple in a lot of ways. Which I
Or
think
the
is,
pace that they're going, like they'll
which,
question and
yeah, I mean,
try to
I think it's
manipulate.
kind of sad personally, if I'm to be very honest. Like, I don't think people really respect marriage. I don't think people respect married couples. I don't think people really give married couples the space that they should deserve, the respect that they deserve. At the end of the day, if people clown you for the decisions that you make because of your spouse, then let them clown you. Because at the end of the day, you're the one going home and dealing with the person. Like that's you, and that's no one else. And one thing I've learned a lot, the advice that people like to give, they don't follow themselves. Like they will tell you to do something, and I promise you, in their own marriage, you're doing the exact opposite. And I just never understand that. It makes no sense. If I'm going to give you advice, I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do, according to my position, according to where I am. And if I feel like I can't relate, then I'm just going to tell you, listen, before I answer this question, I can't really relate because I don't deal with that. I don't go through it. But here's my thing. I feel like people don't really give you a chance to be a married couple. And that's kind of why when Abby and I first got together, we stayed very, we didn't announce at the beginning. And up to now, we're very quiet and personal about our business. Like no one really knows much about what goes on between us. Um, and I always say like when it comes to I'm a bit more private than my wife. Well, not a bit. I'm a lot more private than she
A
is.
lot more.
I always tell people if you want to know something, you're not going to get something out of me. Like you're
To the
not.
point where there's certain things doesn't even there's to the point where there's certain things that he doesn't even tell me because he doesn't want me to be a victim to it. He'd be like, "Baby," be like, "Let me have your hand, babe." He'd be like, "Baby, um, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you some things because I want to protect you, and I understand that if you know it, it is gonna be of danger to us. So I'm just gonna leave you in your innocence and your ignorance."
Yeah, a lot of things I don't tell her, especially if I feel like it will either A, disrupt the spirit, B, I feel like, I don't want her to have I know that someone may ask her about it and I don't want her to lie about it, so I just personally just won't
And I'm
tell
a
her.
terrible liar.
Yeah, terrible liar. She's an awful liar. So I just personally won't tell her about it. Certain things I just prefer to keep quiet. Um, like I said, I'm much more private in that sense. I'm way more
He knows how
private.
to answer questions really
Um,
well without you thinking that you're
yeah,
like
like if you
he's
ask
very.
me
You got that from your dad.
if you ask me a question, I'm going to answer you in a way that you feel like you were answered, but I didn't say anything. Like if I
He's
don't want to
very
answer
good
you,
at
I'm
that.
not going to answer you. I'm gonna say a lot of words with no point to them. That's gonna be me.
I just want to do. I know it's 9:30, but I just want to. I just want to do one more question.
What question?
There was a scenario-based question. I want to end on violence.
Oh yeah, somebody asked one of the weirdest scenarios I've ever seen in my
I
life.
love to. If you guys can send more scenario questions, I would love that.
So the scenario that somebody said, if you're in a relationship with someone and you guys go out to eat, and she decides to invite her friend to come with you guys. Should you, as the guy, pay for that friend's meal also, or do you just pay for your food, or do you just pay for your food and your girl's food? So basically, three scenarios. Well, three answer choices. You go out to eat with your girl invites somebody along, another girl. So it's three of you guys now. You have three, so there's three choices. Which do you do as the man? A, do you pay for all three people? B, do you pay for you and your partner? Or C, do you just pay for yourself?
All right, so one, I'm not okay. So one, I'm gonna just say this: I'm not inviting my friend out to eat with my partner. That's stupid. Whatever. Like if he's like if my boyfriend at the time is inviting me out to eat with him, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna bring my friend. That's not your boyfriend because now you just want to make it seem like yo, y'all just friends, and I think right, you're friend zoning because I don't personally feel like you inviting a friend and then you expect the guy to pay for that friend. I don't think that your friend should pay your boyfriend should pay for that girl because she wasn't invited. Like that's stupid. And then yeah, the friend should decline the invite, but get one kiss someone. I don't know how to say that in
Yes.
English, but get one kiss someone
They're
and
basically people that they're not they're like how do you say this? They're no, basically when she says so want, basically people that have like no respect. Like they just don't
no
really
shame.
care. They have no
They don't
shame,
carry
just
no
gonna
shame.
do whatever they gotta do,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, so I'm of the belief that like have no shame. If you decided like, hey, because if my friend invites me somewhere and I'm gonna be like, my first question is, I'm gonna be there, and you tell me it's just your man, I'm like, all right, then I'm not coming. You know what I mean? Unless if it's like a all together outing. However, this is where me and Emmanuel, right? If my man is having a birthday dinner and he's inviting all my friends, my man should pay for everyone. That's just he doesn't believe in that, but that's just me.
No. I think you no, I don't think you can say that. Personally, so because that's not the way you described the scenario to me.
Okay,
If I am personally having an event for my wife or girlfriend, whatever at the time, personally, I don't believe in the term girlfriend anyway, but
that's another.
you have an event with somebody, with your significant other, you're doing it for them. If you're doing it for them, then at the beginning you should know what you can and can't afford. Don't sit here and invite 50 people knowing that you only have $25 in your pocket. Like that just doesn't make sense. If I'm going to have an event for my wife, then of course I'm going to do whatever it is I can
Oh, okay.
afford.
I thought you said no. You
No,
pay for
if
other
I
people.
whatever I can afford is what I would do, right? I'm not going to sit here, go above my means, knowing very well I can't pay for it, and just say, you know what? I'm going to take everybody out to a five-star restaurant, 50 people, where each person is going to be at least 400 bucks, and then I'm going to have to pay a bill of 2,000, $20,000. I mean, that's crazy. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But if you take that initiative to want to do an event like that, then by all means, I mean, you're responsible. You did it, so you're responsible, right? But in this scenario that we just described, there's so many red flags in here. I've been popped a balloon on you. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. For number one, if I'm a guy and you do that to me, the balloon's pop. The relationship's done.
It
Like
kind of shows that you're not interested in me.
no, the relationship done. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I pop my balloon. I pop. You
You're
know,
obsessed with that.
no, my balloons pop. I'm not gonna lie to you. I pop my balloon right then and there. What do you mean we're going out telling me you invite a friend? First off, and on second on time,
That's so rude.
I'm not gonna lie. On top of that, if you don't tell me in advance and I find out when I get there, and I see the person there, I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna be like, you guys have a great dinner. By the way, you're single from here on out, and I'm out.
Not you're single, babe. Come on. Like at least say to the side, like, hey,
No,
I want
because
to
you
talk to you.
decided to bring the girl, right? So let her witness
Yeah,
what's
but you
about to happen.
shouldn't reach upon her level,
Nah,
babe.
nah, I'm not reaching upon anybody's level. I'm gonna just tell you. I'm gonna look at you, and I'm gonna be like, listen, this was, I hope you guys have a great dinner. I mean, like, listen, if I want to be really petty, the pettiness with me would have been like, all right, let's go eat. We eat, we everything, and I'm gonna tell you, I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom, and I just never come back. That would be the petty side, but I would never do that. That's messed up.
Emmanuel, you are king
No, I would
petty.
never do that. I would never do that. That's
You
real
are king
petty. I'm not
petty.
gonna lie. But that's what I would do if
Like,
I really want to be petty. Okay, we go inside, we eat, blah blah blah, have a nice laugh, and then once we're done, I'll be right back, go to the bathroom, and then I'm out. I'm never coming back. I
you're
promise
not
you.
gonna pay for your part of the meal?
Oh, you wanted me to pay for your girl's meal? No, so now you guys both paying for my meal. And on top of that, don't
Lord.
call me, don't text me. Your number is
Oh
blocked.
my
Your number is
God.
blocked. Your balloon is popped. Don't come back to me. I don't care if you're on Haitian pop the balloon, Christian pop the balloon.
There's no Haitian public.
There is a Haitian pop the balloon. Very much so. There's
Susie's talk about ghosts. Toxic.
Listen, no, she's 100% right. Ghost is the exact appropriate. I'm not gonna, no, I can't say I'm a ghost. I mean, yeah, I am. I'm not gonna lie. We're not talking anymore. I'm not seeing you anymore. After that, I'm gonna give you the nice Bible verse where God told Moses, look behind you. The Egyptians that you see today, you shall see no more. And I'm gonna look at you and be like, you see the man you see in front of you today, you shall see no more. And I'm gone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like I honestly feel like
That's
that
it.
at that point you bringing that female inner show not interested. Like
Nah,
that's like me. I feel like if I did that and made me mad,
I wouldn't be mad. I'm just gonna tell you, by the way, make sure you guys, it was great. Make sure you tell your mother what happened. I'm out.
but I just like I personally like having a dinner. Like I think I saw that on reality TV. Man had a dinner. A man had a dinner party for his wife, and then at the end of the dinner party, they thought that the man was going to pay for everyone that was there. He just said, "All right, guys, it's such and such amount of money," and
Now, see, that's messed up. You can't
and
do that
then
right then and there. That's messed up.
one of the other guys that were there, he ends up paying for him. Like, hands left it at home. But yeah, like that stuff was like if you have a dinner party for your wife and you invite like 10 people and that it was gonna cost kind of money there to be able to pay. That's just my anyway.
We got more questions.
Hello, wait,
Let me see. Somebody sent us questions just now. Let me see. Hold on. Oh God. Hold
it's too
on.
long. You gotta wait for next time.
Um.
The Lalo is calling me.
Oh, this is. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. This is a
Can
spicy
I
one.
see?
So here's a question.
I can't read it from.
The question says,
Read it first. I don't understand.
okay, the question is, what if I like someone? You see, these kind of scenarios are kind of fun. These kind of scenarios, they're kind of fun. When you send them, it's fun. We have some fun. Okay, what if I like someone that my friend says they also have feelings for, but I was not already aware? So,
Wait, I'm so
okay, so what if you have Bob and Bill, right?
Bob and
Bob and Bill,
why Bob and Bill?
they have Bob and Bill.
Taishan,
You have Bob and Bill,
Keisha.
and then there's a girl Ann, right? Bob likes Ann, but Bob never knew that Bill also liked Ann.
Oh, so they both like her?
They both like Ann. Now Bob feels like God said that person's for me.
Bill also feels like that too.
But Bill over here thinking that that person's for them. Now what do you do?
I would just let the girl choose at that point. But Susie said something. I saw a video about a friend. about the friends explain a surprise dinner party for a friend and expected the man to pay and gave up on him at the end. Like that's crazy. Like nah, you cannot do that. I feel like
Person doesn't even know they. No, I'm looking at the person because I
person
don't feel like we ever answered the question.
person.
Person that asked the question.
I feel like the person like the woman should choose at that point. That's my personal belief. Like I feel like at that point she should choose. Cause I then again there's I'd be like I highly doubt that both she feels the same way about both of them at the same. What would you do?
Me? Nah, I'm not gonna
What's your
lie.
female thoughts in?
If I was in a position where I found out that I liked a girl and I had a boy, my boy also liked the same girl, I'm gonna back up.
Wow.
I'm gonna back up. The reason I'm gonna back up, and I
You
know
don't
that
want to play competition?
no, I know this is gonna sound very cocky, but I'm gonna be like, if you're for me, you're for me. Like if you for me, you for
Oh.
me. Like I'm not. I'm sorry. But I don't think, especially at this age, like 18, 20, 22, I don't feel like that is an age for you to truly be going back and forth, like lose breaking bonds and friendships, punching people out just for another person. I feel like that's too young. I feel like you shouldn't be doing that. Me personally,
So there's too many fishes in the sea?
no, I'm gonna just step back. I'm gonna be like,
Rebecca C said I would play the long game.
no, I'm gonna stay
Oh
back. I'm gonna
Lord.
look. I'm gonna be like, you know how I feel about you. I made it clear because I'm a very straightforward guy. You gotta know. I'm
You
a
are not a very
yes,
straightforward
I
guy,
am.
baby.
Babe, you just don't catch hints. There's a difference.
You're not a
Nah, you
straightforward
just don't.
guy.
No, I am.
You're very metaphoric.
No, I'm not. Babe, when I was coming to you and and I was going for you, you just didn't catch any hints. That's not my fault. I can't do anything for you.
Okay, baby.
But I would have made it very clear. I'd be like, if I'm interested, I'm interested. Now it's up to you. I'm gonna just back up, and I'm gonna just be here. You decide to go for the other guy. I'm like, all right. Your loss, but go ahead.
Not your. You
No, it's gonna be me. I'll be like, your loss.
like Deion Sanders. I'm him.
I am though. I'm gonna look at you. I'll be like, that's your loss. Like you just missed out on your blessing. Like I can't do anything for you. But if you wanted to go over there and miss out on your blessing, I mean, by all means, just understand that you can't come back. Like once you go there, that's it. You can't come back. Like you're done. You made your choice. Stay over there. Like don't come this way. I'm sorry. I was here. You had a chance. You chose them. Stay over there. When he mistreats you, don't come back this way.
Dang, come on. But
Don't come
that's
back this
your
way.
friend.
What you mean? I don't care what it is. That could be my friend, but if I know that he has faults, in the back of my head, I'll be like, bro, I know he's about to mess you up, and I'm not even gonna say anything.
En tout cas, that
English,
was. I
English,
mean, at the end of the day,
English. I'm gonna be honest. Just
um,
back up, and if you know, you know, you know. If you want me, I'm here. It's not like I'm going to make you. No, I made it very clear. I would like to be with you, and you know you have options. All right. You want to treat Liz like this all American with that girl Simone choosing between two dudes trying to figure it out. I'm not fighting. No, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like, I'm here. I'm here, and I'm that guy. And if you have common sense, you go choose me. If you don't have common sense, that's not my fault. You decide that you want to go and be with a little boy, go be with a little boy. But if you want a man, I mean, I'm here. If you want to drive a little Toyota, but I'm a stretch limo. Like
I don't want to stress you.
I
I
can't,
want a Bentley truck.
I can't help you. Like you gotta choose what you want. If you want the little kid, I mean, go for a little kid. Where's Julian when I need him, man? Julian will help me.
All right. She
Julian will help
said,
me.
okay, but what if a guy shows you your person, and someone else said that same thing?
That
Somebody's lying
nah,
at that
yeah,
point.
someone's definitely lying. Like you can't tell me both of you guys got shit. Some
Yeah,
some of you
somebody's
lying.
lying. Like
Because some of you guys, you just really want the person. So anything that God shows you about the person, you gonna think that's God saying you yes. Like it don't work
you
that
just
way.
be having dreams like that that God shows you that He gave you a flower, and then you automatically think that that person like so. Yeah, yeah. The devil could talk sweet. Yeah, facts.
Listen, at the end of the day, I want you to understand, I'm him. But we do appreciate these kind of questions.
Yeah, we love scenario questions. I feel like they're more fun, but we love all questions anyway.
Yeah.
Um, it's about that time. It's Lalo time. Buy some more Lalo and eat it. Like it's a little late for that, but I don't care because I walked my 10 miles. I walked my 10,000 steps today, so it's good. Um, but yeah,
I think that's good for today, right? It was fun. As you guys know,
thank
we
you.
we definitely enjoyed all the love and the appreciation that we got. We know it's a Tuesday, and we know it's not your ideal day, but we're happy that you came and that you showed face.
Avante, you're not getting Jack. Okay?
We're very happy for that. Um, as you guys know, we won't have anything this weekend, so there will be no Bible study. There will be no forum this weekend. We're going to be on vacation.
You want to tell them where you go?
No, you guys will find out when we get back.
Okay.
When we get back, we'll find out where we went. We'll maybe if we take appropriate pictures and stuff, we'll show you a couple.
Appropriate.
You know,
That's when we take inappropriate pictures. Like, come on, be for real. Stop alluding to things that are not true. Like,
not
come
true.
on.
Don't do that. Okay.
Oh, happy birthday, Avante. I forgot it was your birthday, but child, I ain't sharing that lala with you. All due respect. Uh,
So I just want you to know, we'll if there's if we have appropriate pictures, we'll share them for sure. Maybe if we have a couple of videos, we'll give you guys a little glimpse of where we went.
Emmanuel loves
So
to.
we'll do what we can. I'll
He
let you guys know.
he
But
loves
the
to
one thing I
vlog.
want you to understand is that we won't be here this weekend. We won't be here on
They're
Sunday.
so
I'm
excited. Are you
sorry.
excited, baby?
We won't be here on Sunday,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Ignores my.
Um, we'll be back the 25th. May 25th, we'll have our Bible study and we'll have the forum. We'll have both on May 25th. We'll be back. And also stay tuned, May 25th, God willing, if everything goes well. There's going to be a lot of changes to the forum. It's going to be different.
Supposed to be today, but
No, it was never supposed to be today.
it
She
was
wanted it.
always supposed to
No,
be
it was
today.
not. It was never supposed to be.
Yes,
You
babe. We
wanted
were
it
supposed to
today.
start the month of May
No,
off
you
like
wanted it
that.
today. I told you
Okay.
that. It was never going to happen today. It was never supposed to happen today. Wanted it today, and I told you no, it wasn't going to happen. You wanted it today. I'm sorry. Not sorry, because I told you it wasn't going to be today.
It looked good.
May 25th is when everything is gonna come together. So just stay on the lookout. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun with that. Hopefully, I gotta change the camera setup, so maybe my wife will look more at the camera in the new setup. That's the goal. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I don't think that people mind that I don't look at the camera that much.
I do.
Okay.
Thank you. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll also have I before I don't think we really took a time, but I want to say thank you to everyone. We saw that we hit 400. So I want to say thank you
That
to
means we have 98
your
more
all your
people.
help. Well, you don't know what the count is because that's not life.
Oh, okay.
So we are looking forward to again. Remember, 500 is when we do the next cutoff. That's when you give out the next
It
prize.
looks like Susie's gonna
So I
leave.
mean, between Susie and Atara, I feel like they neck and neck.
Stefania's up there too, though.
Stefania trying to get somewhere. She's trying to get up there. But I think between Susie and Atara, I think right now they seem like they're neck and neck. So I mean, and I think Ganache had like a couple of fake accounts that he
I
put in.
don't. We're not counting gonna.
No, I have to.
I'm sorry,
If they ended
babe.
up as subscribers, I have no choice because I have no way to prove it or disprove it.
I'm sorry.
So I have no choice. I have to
I
count. I
mean,
have
if
to
you want
count
to believe
Ganache's.
it, then
It's not a matter of believe it, but if it's in a because okay, let me ask you this: how do you know that nobody else did that? Exactly.
I just feel like there. I don't know.
You don't have any way of knowing that. So I can't do that. I can't do
Okay.
that. I have to
So
because
we.
what's
So
her name?
he's
A,
in the race.
a thought. I have to. Like remember when the Thar was out here? She made Oren subscribe on like three different accounts. Like bro,
I don't know. I feel like he's so timidly. You know, he's a kid, so
listen, you have no choice. I just have to do it. I have to because I don't know. I have no good way to disprove what he did. So I just have to. I just have to go with it and hope for the best. So on that note, guys, it's been a pleasure. Um, it's been a lot of fun today. It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. Like I said, send more scenarios like that. It's funnier.
That's funny.
It's funnier. We get to have a laugh. You know, we like the scenarios. They're fun.
I mean, we like all questions. I don't want to discount anybody.
Praise the Lord.
Stomach is.
God is good. So on that note, it was fun. We're gonna pray.
You guys like Emmanuel's shirt? It's really nice. I like it.
Thank you. We- We're gonna pray to end. What did I do? We're gonna pray to end. Like I said, you're going to see the uh who's giving up? Someone said Jamaica gave up. Okay. Sorry.
Thara's just trying to be like, trying to show
It's Susie and
sportsmanship.
Athara.
She's like, oh, don't give up. You got this.
Susie and
She's just trying to
Athara.
be. She's trying to show sportsmanship, but you suck, girl. You don't. Like,
It's
come
Susie
on.
and Athara. And remember, guys, like I said, we're gonna reset. There's gonna be a reset, so we're gonna do
I don't
this.
even know what the goal is
You know,
after 500. I
after
guess
500, the next one
750.
is gonna be 750. It's gonna be 750. We're going to go 250 and see how that goes. If it's too much, we'll probably break it in half. We'll see.
Like 125.
Um, we'll see how it goes.
Seems like we probably, God willing, we probably get to 500.
At this rate, we get into 500 before kids go back to school. So we'll see how it goes. But nonetheless, again, we're gonna pray to end.
Thank you guys for coming on
Um,
us today.
yeah, we definitely appreciate you and those that had homework, quote unquote. Yeah, I know you wasn't gonna do your homework anyway, but we
Hey,
appreciate you guys though. We appreciate you guys anyway.
the Lalo is calling.
Um, so we'll have fun. We'll have some fun. But nonetheless, we're gonna pray to end. And before we end, like I said, we're gonna show you our engagement video and we'll let it go from there. All right. So let's pray to end.
That wanted to see.
I know people want to see our engagement video, so we're gonna show it to you, and then we'll sign off for the day. All
Facts.
right. But we'll go let the wife do the final prayer, and then we'll end from there.
All right, I want you to beg it for these.
Barely hear you, so
They can hear you. Okay. Okay. Everybody, bow your head, close your eyes. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you. We your name, God, for who you are. Lord God, you are the center of this program. You are the center of our lives. And God, we thank you. Thank you, Lord God, for each and every individual that has come on this live. We ask you, Lord God, that you bless them in abundance, Lord God. Here's their week. God, we ask you, give them everything that they've been asking you that is in your will, God. God, we thank you. We ask you, Lord God, everybody have a beautiful and safe week, God, that you cover them throughout their ins and their going outs. We love you, Jesus. We thank you, Jesus. Everything you in His name. Hey, why
amen.
was your eyes open?
So I have to
Oh, to see?
change it.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I will leave you with the video, and then we'll sign off. So again, thank you guys so much for your support, your love. We really appreciate it. Again,
Sorry for keeping you
remember,
guys like 20
um,
minutes later.
drop a happy early birthday. Wife's birthday is on
Oh, Lord.
Tuesday, on Monday. You can also text the number in the chat on Monday to say happy birthday.
No need to.
But again, it's her birthday come Monday. She's turning 25.
Again.
So we thank the Lord. But again, we will see you guys the 25th. We'll be back the 25th, May 25th. But for now, enjoy the video, and God bless you all. Thank you again for all your love, support. We appreciate you guys. May God bless you. See you later. Till next time.
Oh, bye, guys. My bad.